Hello, 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 coolies. How are we doing? The international break is thankfully over, and we can now focus on Football Club Barcelona and this exciting final stretch of the season. 9 games to go in La Liga. Tonight, the first of 3 Atletico Barça, Barça Atletico games, which are going to be very exciting to watch, to say the least. And of course, with great news earlier on this afternoon, Real Madrid lost their game to Mallorca. Therefore, Barca have a chance tonight to go 7 points ahead of Real Madrid. Pablito Bulls, are you all right? Not injured after the international break? You came back safe and sound?
I'm back from the break. I've not got injured over the international break. Thankfully, everyone can relax. We're all okay here. And Robert, that does feel, doesn't it, like the business end of the season is here. This is when it just gets a little bit more tense, and especially with our fixtures too, they are very intense. The next few weeks are going to be crazy here. Barcelona fans are going to love it. This trilogy against Atleti is essentially going to shape our season. I think today, with the Madrid result, we can lay down a huge marker in La Liga. And then the Champions League. Hard not to think about it, but for Flick's men, for Barca tonight, they're going to have to not think about it. All focus on La Liga.
Exactly. I think the key tonight is not to think ahead and to try and lay that, maybe not like knockout punch, but definitely one that will leave us in a great position heading into the final games of the league. Right, you can see it. The players are warming up, so let's go to the Metropolitano. Marc Brau, take us through Barca's lineup.
Hi guys, how are you? Pablo, Robert, what a Saturday we have this time. After 2 weeks without Barca, we know what happened a few hours ago in Mallorca with the defeat of Real Madrid. So Barca have a good chance, an incredible chance today to put more distance between the team coached by Hansi Flick and Real Madrid on the standings. We can finish the round 7 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standings, but we know how difficult it is to win here at Metropolitano. The first of the 3 games that we have to play against Atletico Madrid before the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. But now it's time to focus only in tonight's game. We know that Atletico Madrid is far enough for FC Barcelona in La Liga standings, but they're also a good team. We know what happened in the first leg of the Copa del Rey, so now it's time to improve. Let's gonna take a look to the starting 11 for Barca. Remember that Jules Koundé and Alejandro Valde received the medical okay this morning, but Frenkie de Jong, Andreas Christensen and Rafinha are out due to injuries for tonight's game. Barca today will play with Joan Garcia at the goal, with Joe Cancelo as the left back, with Araujo as a right back, with Gerard Martin and Pau Cubarsí as a centre backs, with Eric Garcia coming back also to the starting 11, playing as a holding midfielder, with Pedri next to him, with Fermin as an attacking midfielder, with Lamine Yamal at the right, with Rashford at the left, and Dani Olmo today maybe playing as the number 9, as a striker.
Well, there you go. Variations in the lineup. Some, of course, forced by the injury of Rafinha. Sadly, during the international break, Rafinha went down and will miss the next few games. At the false number 9 position, Dani Olmo. That's a very interesting wrinkle. We'll see if Hansi Flick confirms that or not when he talks to when he's talked to Marc Brau. Ronald Araujo starts at the back as well after being or playing a key role in the win against Rayo Vallecano before the international break. Eric returns to the central midfielder position today. Marc Bernal does not start, so a lot to talk about today in this lineup.
Yeah, there are a lot of interesting points, Robert. I think Flick has been wary of the action that certain players have been involved with over the break. I think the fact that Bernal has started both games for the under-21s, maybe that's why he's just protecting him. We have to remember it's Bernal's first season back after that long-term injury. I know he's been so good and played so much of late, but getting Eric back in there is great news. Keeps the defence the same. Fair play. I think you always say it, Robert. You know, if we keep a clean sheet, if we win, why not keep it the same? Araujo played well, scored in that game, so he gets a big chance tonight. And then up front, we knew, well, what's going to happen? You know, what's going to happen with the Rafinha injury, which is, of course, the worst news of the break. It really is about to say it's a terrible loss at this stage of the season. So how do we fill it in? Ferran, Lewandowski, the obvious options, but he goes for Olmo, false 9 tonight. Intrigued, excited. I like that Rashford's been given a start. I think he has to step up now, and I'm excited to see what he can produce. And I don't mind when Olmo's false 9. I think we played well with him there before.
That is something that a lot of coolies have been clamoring for. There's been a lot of talk about it in the media. So I think Hansi Flick test driving it tonight from the very beginning. We'll see how that works out. It should definitely help Barca in terms of creating possession, in terms of keeping the press high, playing associatively close to Atletico de Madrid's box. We'll talk about Atletico de Madrid's lineup in just a second, but I want to ask the fans to rate the lineup, share their thoughts with us. Give us your thoughts on the lineup. Rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest score. 1 the lowest. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because Rafinha's not in it because he's out injured. But it's a very solid lineup. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely. Good news, of course, that Koundé and Balde are back from injury as well, and they can maybe get some minutes in the second half heading into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But tonight, I think what happened earlier on this afternoon has to give us a plus of urgency in this game.
Oh, yeah, I think so. This is such a strange one. I always think the first game back after the international break is always a bit weird anyway.
And Real Madrid suffered that this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. They rested a few players, and then Vinicius didn't start, for example, and maybe Arbeloa got punished by doing so. We had to rotate a few players. You mentioned Atleti's lineup. We'll look at that later. They've done similar too. It's always an awkward game, but away to Atleti, you don't really have the chance to ease into things. You know, you have to go in there immediately. But you said it, Robert. What a golden chance this is. I still think, even if Madrid had won, I think if we won today, we set on a big marker. The fact that we can go 7 clear if we do it, it makes this vital, imperative, and I'm sure all the coordinators are locked in here thinking, we have to get this done.
It would be 7 clear with 24 to play and a direct duel at home against the team right behind us.
Yep,
so
could be definitive.
I wouldn't say definitive, but it would definitely get us on the very right track. Right, as always, I always want to ask you and the audience who the key player of the game is going to be. By the way, Macklum is giving the lineup an 8. Luis giving it an 8.6. Luis is always very, very specific, very precise.
Okay. He's gone just 0.1 more than you there, Owen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what the 0.1 more than me is due to.
Explain yourself,
Give us your thoughts, Luis. Right, where am I? Oh, questions. Yes, sorry. Bit rusty.
Hit us.
Bit rusty heading back into this after the international break, but I'm going to hit you with the question of who will be the key player tonight, and will it be Eric returning into the lineup in the more defensive position, or is it going to be Pedri in the more creative position, or is it going to be Lamine Yamal? I put Lamine Yamal in there because though he played very well in the return game of the Copa del Rey, I thought in that Copa tie, Atletico managed to contain him fairly well.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. And we, without Rafinha, probably need an even better Lamine tonight, right? We probably do, especially with no natural number 9 on the field. It could be his sort of night. I'm delighted to see Eric back in. I think that's vital. Same, by the way, for Koundé and Balde on the bench, as you said. Massive at this stage of the season. But my key player tonight is Pedri, Robert. And I think when we look at the Atleti lineup, they're missing big players. Llorente, Barrios, Cardoso. I think midfield, they're a little bit light. And I think if Barca can get a hold of things in midfield, we can win. We're going to win this game, I do. So I think if Pedri can get a hold of things, start tapping things around for Barca, can't see Atleti getting close to him. They could get frustrated. And I think that's where Barca win tonight's game, I do.
I think Pedri also is one of the players who will benefit from Dani Olmo playing in that false 9 position, because Barca maybe lose a little bit of finishing today, not having a Robert Lewandowski up front there, or the instincts of Ferran the Shark. But they win in quick link-ups between Pedri, Fermin, Lamine, Olmo. There'll be a lot more maybe short passing finesse in there.
Could be difficult for Atleti to deal with, 100%. And I'd imagine that Simeone probably set up his team not expecting Barca to go without a natural number 9. So those two centre-backs often they can be thinking, who do we grab a hold of? You know, who do we get close to? Could cause issues for them. Let's hope so.
Well, fans weighing in here. Adam Lavaran says 8 out of 10 for the lineup. Pilita Malaguita says a 9. Siobhan Bishop, brace for Rashford today.
He's always a bit of a Rashford fan, you know. You always back Rashford. Okay, I like it.
I like the idea. We are the best. Galatasaray says Fermin is the key player. Pilita Malaguita says Pedri. Luis says Pedri as well. And Mark Lehman says, I think Fermin. So Fermin's a good shout as well. Fermin has scored at the Metropolitano in the past. So I like the Fermin call. Right, let's listen to what Hansi Flick had to say a few minutes ago to Mar Brau. Are there any more clues on this lineup?
As always, before the match, we are with our coach, with Hansi Flick. Hi, Hans. How are you? Good evening.
Hello. Of course, we know what happened in Mallorca, but you always said that we have to focus on ourselves. So how do you see the team? How is the mentality before the start this match?
No, I can. What I see this week, also when the players from national team were not here with us, was a high quality, a lot of intensity in the game, very focused, and this is what we normally want to see. And also yesterday and the day before, the same. I said this also to the team. This is what we need for the rest of the season.
I want to ask you about also Atletico de Madrid. Many changes in the starting 11 between, for example, the games in La Copa. But you said yesterday that they're a very good squad. They have many good players. So what Atletico do you expect today?
No, it's like, they have a lot of matches. We have a lot of matches. So it's about manage the minutes, and they also have national players. They have with their nations, and this is the moment the coaches have to manage. And I'm 100% sure that they have a fantastic team on the pitch for today against us, and we have to play on our best level.
Thank you very much and good luck.
Welcome, thanks.
The words of our coach commenting how is the mentality of the team before to start the match, and also how he sees right now the team for Atletico de Madrid for tonight's game.
Well, there you go. The words of Hansi Flick talking about that Atletico de Madrid lineup. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's remind the fans, Pablo, the many reasons why they should become premium members of Barca's YouTube channels. So many perks and advantages. For example, being able to interact with us tonight on the live chat. You may have noticed if you're not a premium member, you can't send in your messages. You can't type them in. If you become a premium member, you can interact with us, ask questions, respond to the questions that we ask you. Use these great emojis that have been designed for you. Player emojis, cat emojis, goal emojis, Vizcal Barça emojis. That's only one of the things, obviously. Another of the perks is that you get to see exclusive content like Barça Atleti's game tomorrow against Porreras.
Yeah, important one as well.
You get to see the future stars of Barca in action. And another of the perks, Pablito, is that on Tuesday in the Champions League preview, the members get to ask questions.
Yeah, I'm guessing that poll, that question will be sent out to you lot Monday, maybe even.
Monday, early Tuesday, yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled, people, because you might have a chance, if you're a Barca premium member, to ask one of our players a questions. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen your questions answered by the players this season, so why not make it a first time on Tuesday in the preview for the Champions League?
One of the other perks, of course, is that if you are a premium member and can type your answers into the chat, you can answer the question that our admin has launched right now. From 1 to 10, what is the mood? How hyped are you? Let us know, because I'm a 10 here.
Yeah, we're getting up to 10. This time of the season, you wake up today and you're like, we are in the business end of the season. It's got to be a 10. Doesn't get bigger than this. This trilogy is going to be incredible, insane stuff, I think. So I'm going 10 tonight, Robin.
I have to say, like, heading into this afternoon, it's Easter break. It's all a bit slower. Coming off of the international break, I might struggle to get back into this. And then all of a sudden you start to hear, Real Madrid's losing in Mallorca. And then you think, okay, well, that and 8 games to go in La Liga, this is a perfect night for us to lay the smack down. Anyway,
and Robert, these games have been great this season against Atleti, by the way. They've been really good watches. So
for the better or for the worse, they've been entertaining. There's been a lot happening.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if I'd call the 4-0 a good watch actually for us, but
it was a good watch for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All for the neutral fan. Makino and Mark Lemon say a 10 out of 10 for hype, and Pilita Malaguita says a 9, and Mark Lemon says premium is good. I like the emojis. What's not to like about them?
There you go.
Right, we have said, and we heard Hansi Flick talk about it, that Atletico de Madrid have made some changes in their lineup. Some forced by injury, some forced by suspension. But here is their starting 11, and Pablito Walls, my question to you is the following. Is Simeone sending a message to us here?
I think he is a little bit, I'm going to be honest with you. And it makes sense because Atleti don't really have much to play for in La Liga. I think they're 16 points behind us, and they're actually 13 points, or it will be 12 now after Betis' draw in 4th, clear. So they don't really have much left to play for in La Liga. They know they're getting Champions League, and they know they're not going to win the league. And they've got the cup final in 2 weeks. more importantly, on the horizon, they've got the Champions League in a few days. Why wouldn't they rotate? What they won't want, though, and I just heard Alex Baena speak about this, is they won't want to give up a psychological win to Barca at the start of the trilogy. You won't want to get beaten well tonight. So, look, I don't look at the lineup and think, oh, Barca are going to win. There's a strong team. I still think Atleti have one of the deepest squads in La Liga. They've got good players all over the pitch. Have they rested players? Yes, they have. They've got big players missing too. Llorente's todo terreno, if you like. He gets around the whole pitch. You've got Cardoso, of course, missing. Barrios is a top player too. They've got players missing.
Pubil as well.
Pubil is a good player, very good young player. So they've got players missing. They have, and he's rested a few. There's a few points to look out for. Nico, I know, can more play as a left wing back maybe. I'm not so sure of him as a left back in a back four, if that's what they're going for. Yeah. Watch out for Lamine. And then I'm looking at midfield when I mentioned Pedri. Can Barca exploit that? Omer Vargas is coming in January. Baena I see as more of an attacking player. Can we get them there? I'm
surprised at the left-back move as well, because with Ruggeri, Simeone had managed to sort of contain Lamine Yamal quite well. I mean, Lamine had a good game in the return of the Copa del Rey, but still, Ruggeri did very well in the one-on-ones with him, and I'm surprised that he didn't start the Argentinian at left back today. He starts with Nico, who's not a traditional fullback, and Langley behind him, who has not had the most minutes this season. So we'll see how that goes for them. But let's go back to Barca's lineup here. Reminder, with 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go and the pre-game huddle underway at the Metropolitano. Joan Garcia starts in goal with Araujo as captain today, Cubarsí, Gerard Martín and Cancelo at the back, Eric and Pedri in midfield, Fermín the attacking midfielder, Lamine and Rashford on the wings, and Dani Olmo as the false number 9. Thoughts?
It's exciting, isn't it, Robert? It is exciting. I like the Olmo. I like the front four. I think the front four is very exciting. I do. I think you've got goals from distance in there too. Players who can strike the ball from distance. Rashford, I'm thinking. Fermín, I'm thinking. I'm just intrigued to see how Olmo works in a false nine up against a centre-back partnership like Atleti have got out there tonight in Longley and Lenormand, who I think are both quite physical centre-backs. They can be a little bit clumsy, I think, turning, though. And I just wonder whether Olmo on that role against that type of centre-back, against the Pubil, who's a little bit, quicker on his feet, maybe you're thinking, he could have a chance, but against those two, I just think that could cause them some problems. We need a big game from Lamine. I do think that. I think without Rafinha, we're missing that goal threat probably. Without the natural number 9 of Lewandowski or Ferran, likewise. So can he make up for that in that regard? And then further back, Eric back in midfield. He hasn't played a lot of football in recent weeks. I want to see how he beds into that. And he sticks with the same back four. Cancelo, by the way, we barely spoke about in the when we first mentioned the lineup, playing well of late. Keeps his spot at left back again, eh?
Yeah, definitely. He's made the most of the absence of Alejandro Valde, made the most of his opportunities, and has played fantastic. Cancelo is one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world.
Yes.
And then defensively, he's had some solid performances as well. I would add Pedri to the top 4 that you said. I would go top 5, because if Pedri can get involved up high, be the ball recoverer that he is, and start creating from that. From Atletico disadvantages, I think Barca can be a threat there. And then Rashford, I think Rashford needs to play a key role today as well. Yeah. Playing against the experienced Nahuel Molina, but making the most of his speed, being creative, taking shots from outside of the box. We need to see a good version of Marcus Rashford today. I'm going to ask you another question, you, Pablo, and the audience. What is the key, or what will be the key of tonight's game? Want to learn from the Copa game at the Metropolitano, learn from our mistakes there. Obviously, we were quite exposed at the back, especially in the first half in transition. Those 50-50 duels went Atletico de Madrid's way almost all game long.
They did.
Option 2, not to think ahead. Okay, so we've mentioned this, like the three-headed tie thing. This one, LaLiga, and then 2 Copa Champions League games. Not to put ourselves into Champions League mode. Let's focus on La Liga right now, because we have an important task here today. And then option 3, which is going to be mine, is to fill in for Rafinha's absence. Not just the goal scoring, but the punch that he gives us, the attitude, the press, the character that Rafinha gives us. That's my option.
I'm nearly going for 3 as well, Robert, because I think it might well be the key of the game. But I'm going to go for 2. Because I think we're maybe against an Atleti side tonight who are doing just that. who maybe are thinking into midweek.
Yeah.
If we're a team who don't do that tonight, it's going to be key. I'm not going to go for one because I think Atleti have got different players out tonight than they had in that game.
And I think we've done it. The players keep referencing that game. Okay, so after that game, there were adjustments made, and we keep improving game after game.
Yeah, and we had a few nice clean weeks, didn't we, without midweek games, which was good. That helped us work on stuff on the training ground. Well, that was nice too. So I think we have, we've recovered from that game. I'm going to go for number 2.
And we've got Marc Brau at the Metropolitano. Hi, Marc. We're asking the audience, I'll ask you as well, what will be the key of the game? Option 1, to learn from the mistakes of the Copa game at the Metropolitano. Option 2, not to be thinking ahead to the Champions League yet. We're playing against the same opponent, but tonight is the important game tonight. And option 3, to fill in for Rafinha's absence.
Well, I listened to you talking about option 3 and option 2, and I will go with option 1 because it was something that Hansi Flick said yesterday in the press conference room, that he knows exactly what happened in the first leg of that Copa del Rey game that was a big loss, and also was quite important for what happened in the second leg. And I think that with today's lineup also, without Rafinha, but with a lot of changes, maybe with some variations in the lineup, it's a message also for Hansi Flick to the players that something has to change about what happened in the first leg of the Copa del Rey. Of course, Barca, I think, that learned the lesson, but we know that Real Madrid lost the game, but we have to focus on tonight's game. But it's difficult also to not thinking of what happened with Real Madrid's game. I'm just looking at the water because I'm very close to this, so maybe it's the reason because I'm looking to my side. So guys, I don't have much time, but I want also to do with you my quiz because I like also to ask you some questions, and also with the audience we have to go quite quickly, but let's gonna take a look about these questions about goals. For example, remember the last game at Metropolitano was the 4-0 in the first leg of the semi-finals of Copa del Rey. But I want to know, you, Robert, Pablo, and audience, Barca Live fans, who scored the last Barca goal at Metropolitano? It was Ferran Torres, Lamine Yamal, or Robert Lewandowski?
Which one went first, Copa or Liga? Because Copa was Lamine, but Liga was Ferran.
You have to remember.
2-4.
But no, Copa comes after. Copa comes after the 1-0 win in the Cup.
So it's got to be Lamine.
And in the league we win 4-2 and Ferran scores the last goal in that as well.
Oh, yeah.
That leaves us with no choice.
But no, wait a minute. So Copa is Lamine and...
No, Copa's Ferran.
Oh, Copa's Ferran?
1-0 win at the Metropolitano last season to send us through to the final.
Okay, no, so I've got my goals mixed up. Okay, so Ferran is the option we're going with.
Ferran is the option because Ferran is the last to score in La Liga and La Copa, both games. Because that 2-4 in La Liga, Ferran scored the last one, and in La Copa also was Ferran. So there's no option for the other players. So today, well, let's gonna hope that another player will score the goal. Remember, lights off. Remember that the next goal for Barca will be the goal 300 with Hansi Flick on the bench. I promise you that I don't have much time. So let's go to the second question. How many goals have Barca scored here at Metropolitano? Remember that the first game was in 2017, so 9 years playing here, so 10 goals, 12 goals, or 17 goals scored since that first game in 2017.
Okay, quickly.
Need you here, Robert.
Off the top of my head, last season 5 we've established. 4 in La Liga, 1 in La Copa.
Correct.
Previous season 3-0. That Fermin, Lewandowski, and whoever the other one, and Joao Felix. Yes. Yeah. So that's 8. A 1-0 win the season before. Then 2-0 loss to and 1-0 loss previously.
Okay.
So I don't go back as far as that.
1-1 draw. Dembélé scores in the last minute.
There you go. That's 10, and there has to be a Messi or Suarez goal in there.
Messi 1-0 win. Suarez header as well. 1-1 late on under Valverde.
That's it. We got it. 12.
12.
Perfect. Well done. You explained all Barca history here at Metropolitano. So
Bingo.
Well done. Nothing to say. Well done, Robert. I know that Pablo used to do that kind of things, like my little brother, but also Robert, well done. Of course, during your absence, maybe you studied a lot for Barca start in the last game. So let's gonna take a look to the last one because I have to go to my position very quickly. Remember, and we watch that images that Barca today will play with the Blaugrana kit, but with red shorts. I want you to remember, when was the last game that Barca played with that kit, with the Blaugrana shirt, but not blue shorts, red shorts? It was the last game against Espanyol, against Betis, or against Real Sociedad. I have to say goodbye, so you have to give the answer without me.
And guess the score, Mark. Oh.
Very quickly. No, but you have to answer. Say an answer. Say an answer.
no
quickly,
clue.
guys.
I'm going to go Betis.
Say something. Robert?
I'm going with Pablo, but my memory is fuzzy. Betis.
Against Espanyol, the first game. The first game in 2026. It was a 2-0
really?
against Espanyol. It's the last game played with that.
Dani
So
Olmo,
guys, this is my last question, Dani Olmo game. I will give you my prediction. I think that Barca will going to win today 3-1. I think that we can the same. It's going to take a look. So guys, I go to my position. We'll listen to you in a while. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye bye. Okay, well, Mark going with a 3-1, and all three of us, that was our gut instinct. We didn't talk about it previously. I said, Pablo, what's your game prediction? And you said 3-1. I'd already put mine in the computer. I asked Mark, what's your prediction? 3-1. He'd already put his game in.
Yeah.
There you go.
3-1, guys. If
3-1.
If it's not 3-1, we're sorry.
And if it's not 3-1, we'll establish that we're rubbish at predictions. By the way, earlier on today, there was a Trovada de Peñas, no?
There was, yes, of course.
A meeting between the Barca board of directors with Rafael Yuste, President Rafael Yuste, with some of the Peñas from Madrid, Vice President Cubells in there as well. And it's always great to see the club meeting the fans in different territories of Spain. Loyal fans who live far from Barcelona, but who keep supporting the team. Right, 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining to go. There's the picture that they took
That's nice.
earlier on.
Some nice little shirts on display there as well.
Yeah,
There's the one we had played in the Supercopa in.
The one from the last defeat at the Metropolitano as well.
Yeah, don't wear that one tonight.
No, don't. Okay, send us your prediction, guys, on the live chat.
Yes.
Bruna said, I said 3-1 this morning.
Everyone woke up feeling the same way.
Yeah, who else? Mark Lehman, 4-1 to Barca. Pirita Malaguita says 2-0. Alia's going with an optimistic 4-0 for Easter. There you go. Right, let's take a look at Barca's social media here as well. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're taking a look at how the players arrived earlier on today at the Metropolitano. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go.
Goodness me. Yeah, it's crept up on us. It really has.
Sorry, over 10,000 watching us. Over 10K. Let's get it to 11K. Come on, guys. Call your neighbours. And the players are heading down the tunnel, Pablo, so maybe it's time for game commentary, right?
Seems a good time to me. Should we do it?
Let's do it. Let's get going.
And so here we go then. The first game of this wonderful trilogy is upon us. It begins in La Liga and at the Metropolitano. This, the very same venue where Barca's fate in the Champions League will be decided in the quarterfinals. But for now, we'll do well not to look too far ahead. Just listen to the noise inside the ground that Barca were beaten badly in the Cup not long ago. Fortunes have changed though, and Barca now have a chance to go 7 points clear at the top of La Liga with a victory tonight. And with after this one, just 8 games to go. Robert, it's going to be a fascinating evening. It's going to be a fascinating few weeks in all truth. But it does feel like a golden chance in La Liga, doesn't it, for Barca tonight to make things right, to put ourselves in a glorious position.
The final stretch of the season starts tonight. After this one, 8 games to go in La Liga. As you said, Pablo, a chance to go 7 points clear of Real Madrid after their defeat in Mallorca earlier on today. 2-1 for Mallorca. So a golden opportunity tonight for Hansi Flick's team here at the Metropolitano, where we have been warned, Pablo.
Yes.
We have been warned.
Oh, yes. We've been stunned before. We have indeed. And you can hear the noise. You know how much of a big occasion this is. Maybe Atleti with more than one eye on midweek. Don't think that's the case for Barca, who have a job to do here in La Liga. You can hear that anthem ringing around the ground. And for Barca, well, they'll do well not to think ahead. Only focus on La Liga for now. Flicker's gone with a pretty similar lineup, especially in defence, what you'd expect maybe at this stage of the season. Certainly with how things went before the international break, which always coughs up surprises. Barca, unfortunately, losing Rafinha over that break. One of the worst pieces of news, wasn't it? of that time, but they've come back with the rest of the squad intact. Here's the Atleti team then, by the way. Loads of players missing and plenty rotated too. Musso in goal, Lenglet, Lenormand, Nico Gonzalez as a left back. Molina's at the right back spot. Coque is next to Abel Vargas in midfield, and an Alex Baena. And then expect Giuliano Simeone to join Antoine Griezmann and Thiago Almada in the Atleti front line.
Well, I asked you earlier on, Pablo, is Simeone sending us a message here? And the message seems very clear. He's keeping players. He's reserving players for this Champions League tie. We knew that there were absences. We knew that Llorente wasn't going to be available. Yeah. We knew that Johnny was going to be suspended. The Barrios was injured. But no Julian, no Sorloth, no Lookman. A good opportunity for Barca to take advantage of this tonight. Yeah, feels like it. Well, here's the team from Hansi Flick then. Joan Garcia, as you'd imagine, in goal. He keeps the back line from that win against Rayo before the international break. But watch out midfield. Eric Garcia's back in next to Pedri. Fermin's just ahead of them with no Rafinha. Flick mixes things up. No natural number 9. It's Olmo who's at the false 9 role. Marcus Rashford gets his chance off the left. So Barca in their Blaugrana strip, in the red shorts. As Marc Bral told us, for the first time since that first game of the season against Espanyol, how we take a late 2-0 win here tonight. It's Lamine Yamal who everyone's got their eyes on. There he is with the number 10 on his back. It's Atleti versus Barça. It's La Liga. And we are now in the business end of the season. Everyone is ready for this one. There's Coque with the arm on for Atleti. Eric Garcia, well, how good is it to have him back in the team? Kick off upon us then at the Metropolitano. It will be Barça to get us underway as the ball rolls in this great stadium. Here we go, culés. Somi. Here we go, culés. As we get going, give me some Visca Barça emojis on the live chat. We need the best of atmospheres for this game, the best of attitudes, the best of thoughts. Let's go. Let's go. Ronald Araujo, who scored the saving goal against Rayo Vallecano, starting again today at right back, despite the returns of Koundé and Balde to the squad list, which is great news, of course. Hansi Flick almost never brings players straight back into the lineup after injury. And interesting to see here that Dani Olmo drops back, and I think he's going to be switching positions with Fermin quite a bit, because Fermin is the player who's further ahead at the moment. Yeah, you're spot on there, Robert. Fascinatingly so. And then Olmo goes. Yeah. So that'll be interchanging. I think there's going to be a lot of switching there tonight. But that's good, and that's what we spoke about. Can that catch the Atleti defence out? I think it might be able to. I just wonder if I'm Lenormand or Lenglet right now, if I'm thinking, maybe I'd rather be up against a Lewandowski tonight. I'm more of a fixed number 9. Or you're thinking, I'd rather a night off from Lewandowski. Either way, Atleti are going to have their hands full. But you can see there now, almost dropped right off. Can Barca capitalise? No one running in behind on that occasion. So easy for Lenormand to just drop the ball back to Musso, who kicks on, getting plenty of starts in the goal with Oblak's injury. Of course, started in both cup legs, did the Argentine. This is Cubarsí now sliding the ball over to Araujo. Plenty more minutes for the Uruguayan in recent weeks. And Lamine Yamal got a fascinating task tonight up against Nico Gonzalez. Not really a left back. Wouldn't even really call him a wing back either. He's more of a left winger, I'd say, Robert, or a left midfielder in a 4-4-2. But hey, there you go. Watch out here. Marcus Rashford, first chance for him to run it as man. Rashford, look at Cancelo. Big early chance for Barca. Cancelo. And now Lamine Yamal blocked. And maybe that's where you're missing a number 9 across the face of goal. No one there in Barca red and blue. Big chance early on. Dani almost stayed back. Didn't read that Cancelo's pass was going to get in front of him. Lamine at the far post, shot blocked by Nico. Great chance here for Barca. First corner kick of the game. Yeah, there you go. That's promising though, isn't it? The early switch to Rashford. I like that. He got in a good area, Rashford. Took his man on. Played the pass at the perfect time. And well, Barca carved Atleti open early on there. Here we go then. Corner for Lamine Yamal. Swung direct into the box. It's as comfortable as it will get from Musso, though he came up, plucked out of the sky, and can get Atleti going with Griezmann. Different sort of Atleti setup, probably not as much pace in the back line as there in the front line as there was in that cup game. Giuliano maybe the one you'd look for. Barca dealt with it well. Rashford actually all the way back on that occasion. Right, we've got an important question here, Pablo, because if Barca score a goal in this game, it's going to be the 300th goal of the Hansi Flick era. Think of how absurd that is. He hasn't even coached for 2 full seasons. 300 goals his Barca will have scored if Barca managed to net one tonight. Who will be the scorer of that 300th goal? Will it be Fermin, Lamine Yamal, Olmo, or Rashford? You have a poll in the live chat.
For number 300, Robert, I'm going to go Lamine Yamal.
Okay.
Why not? That feels special to me. And you're quite right. Numbers, unbelievable. This early on to the flick reign. 300 would be incredible. And what a stage to do it too.
I'm going to go for a very Hansi Flick player, and that is Fermin.
Good. I like it. I like it. Hopefully it's a Fermin Lopez night.
Hopefully. Right, we have Marc Brau at the Metropolitano. He's in his position already. Marc, who is going to go and score goal number 300 for Barca?
Hi again, guys. Well, I think that both options you say are quite good, because it could be good also for Barca that 300 goals with Hansi Flick on the bench, with Lamine Yamal and also with Fermin. But I will go with Olmo. I think that Dani Olmo will be definitely the first scorer today.
Okay. Marc Brau goes for Olmo, and Atleti themselves are coming forward here. And vital foot by Kubarsi, and he was fouled there. Yeah, referee does give it. And it's going to be a free kick in Barca's favour there, 4 minutes in.
I'm wondering if it's just us who are having issues listening
Yes.
to Marc Brau, or if it's a problem for the audience as well. So let us know if it's just an us problem or not, because I couldn't quite hear what Matt was saying.
No, it was quite quiet. It's piano guy says.
Now better, guys?
Now is a bit
Improving.
better.
Hello, hello.
although,
1, 2,
yeah,
3,
it's
4.
a bit quiet, yeah, but yeah.
A bit better?
A bit better. That's it.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Uriel Gonzalez.
What's the atmosphere like, Marc?
Well, the atmosphere, I have to say that at the beginning was like a Champions League game. So, in fact, Atletico Madrid are quite far enough of Barca on the standings, but it's absolutely full, the stadium.
That's what I wanted, Pablo.
Really good win back there, wasn't it? Yeah, Pedri, pressure was on, foul, and I'll tell you what, he'll be lucky to escape an early yellow there, and he has escaped one. Longley. Clumsy coming out the back. Oh, he's a lucky boy. 5 minutes, isn't it, Robert? One of those, do you set the tone for the game early on? Elects not to do it.
And we played in last game, if you remember, who was the player with the most recoveries against Rayo Vallecano in a certain moment of the game, maybe an hour of play. And I had you guessing Kubarsi and Marc Brau guessing Araujo, and no, it was Pedri. It's Pedri. And those are going to be key tonight, because if Barca can go forward with the speed of Rashford, with the creativity of Lamine, and the passing of Fermin and Dani Olmo with Pedri, we have a lot of damage that we can do there.
I completely agree. We really do. I've actually liked the early signs in this game too, by the way. Barca looked on it crisp. Often not the case first game back for the international break, so this is a good start we've made. Rashford, by the way, is over the free kick. He has scored this season from a dead ball situation. That was against Copenhagen in the Champions League. This is maybe a little bit far out for the Englishman. Let's see, though. Is it Marcus Rashford range?
I say go for it.
Does he have something special up his sleeve? It's not a bad effort, but it is comfortable enough for Mursal, who gets down there and collects it well.
Let's give some flowers to Musso, who in the absence of Oblak has proven that he can be a starting goalkeeper for Atletico Madrid. He had 2 good performances despite conceding 3 goals in the return leg against us, but I thought he was very solid, made some important saves in that Copa del Rey tie. Atletico might have found something there after years and years of Oblak.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I wonder, Robert, if he comes back in and he's fit, who starts? I'm not sure when Oblak's meant to come back in, but it'll be an interesting
soon. I think
debate.
It's soon.
So if, for example, let's say he's fit for Champions League, I'd be really intrigued to see who he starts. We just saw Hansi Flick, by the way, on our screens with the good old Flick cam. That's up and running, of course, again back in the league.
Yes.
This is Longley.
Always good to have the Flick cam and to see Hansi react to whatever's going on in the game. There we go. Good recovery by Araujo.
Yeah, a bit too easy for Molina, but easy for Barca to win the ball back, who have taken care and control of things early on. What you would say is it's a little bit of an unfamiliar lineup for Atleti. Probably players playing with each other, a combination of players who probably aren't as comfortable with each other as you'd maybe imagine. So that's maybe somewhere that Barca can look to hurt the Rojiblancos tonight. Here is Gerard Martin. Talk about familiar, him and Kubarsi at the back, still yet to lose a game. As a centre-back partnership, it's a wonderful stat. That's nice from Fermin and Lamine Yamal. We love to see that. Lovely football this from Barca. Pedri. Rare he gets those wrong. Just a little bit too much on the give and go there to Fermin. Barca trying to swarm the ball. You can see there the pressure's got to be key, doesn't it?
There you go,
and
Danny.
There you go. Olmo fouled. Oh, really? Look like it. Play on. That should carry. Yeah, it will.
I'm seeing positive signs in how Barca are pressing and how Barca are going to recover the ball high. Almost,
Foul for you or no?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've liked it. Dani Olmo almost recovered there. Pedri recovered earlier on and created a good opportunity for Barca. That's going to be key tonight. In a fairly depleted Atletico de Madrid midfield, Barca needs to be better both with the ball and without the ball.
Yes. Yeah, well, absolutely so, Robert. Work to be done for Barca. We saw it, the press has been really good up high early on from the Catalans. This is Joao Cancelo now. Down the line to Rashford. Good first touch from Rashford. Speeds away from his man. Here he goes. No one can catch him. Rashford. Oh, excellent from Lenormand in the end. If he'd just taken that wider he was in, Rashford. Looked ominous, didn't it, for Atleti at one stage. And he is frightening when he gets going at that pace, Marcus Rashford. But Atleti did well to stop him and thwart him in the end there on his way through. They've worked that quite nicely, in all fairness. Atleti, they're going to win a free kick out of it too, building up from the back. It was
a good, patient effort by Lenormand. Rashford failed to take it wide enough and ran himself into a wall, but credit to Lenormand there, because the sight of Marcus Rashford at the speed of light coming towards you has to be certainly frightening.
Oh yeah, dealt with it very well indeed. Nearly 10 minutes played here. Barca, I'd say controlling possession, controlling things early on, but Atleti for now holding them at arm's width. Still 0-0. This is Almada now dinked wide. Another poor ball which Araujo's read well. Intercepted it. Gets the nod again at right back tonight. Have to wait and see how that evolves. Of course, you mentioned Koundé back in. Baldes, of course, back in the squad too. Eric Garcia's in midfield tonight. De Jong, we'll have to wait and see how far away he is.
I want to... Wait a minute. I want to go to Brau in a second.
That's nice from Atleti, though. Griezmann's in. Antoine Griezmann!
Oh, Juan!
Oh, we got his finish all wrong, didn't he? Looked certain as though that was going to be the opener for Atleti. Really nicely worked. Griezmann, he was in. This little take there. The second one's even better. And remarkably, he got his finish all wrong.
Yeah. I think Kubarsi... maybe a bit too casual in his approach there. It's surprising that Griezmann didn't slot it in there. Great opportunity for Atletico de Madrid. Warning early on for Barça. The 4-0 defeat came from a, what do we call it? Just an unfortunate mistake there.
Yeah.
A goal that came out of nowhere. And we know that we can't get this Atletico team going and energized. Right, I want to start stirring things up here a little bit. I want to ask you, Culés. I want to ask Marbrau as well. How are we feeling? Culés? Option number one, excited for the final stretch of 2025-26. I'm certainly excited for that. Option two, mad about the international break. I'm mad as hell. Option three, better after Mallorca Madrid. I am feeling certainly better after that, but it still doesn't take away from me being just livid at this international break, which makes absolutely no sense. We'll talk about it in a second.
Here's Lamine. Fermin's in. Look at Rashford back post. And I bet surely 1-0 if he plays it. He didn't find him. I don't know if he slipped or went for goal. But Rashford was in, and it looked as though that was going to be the opener for Barca. Doesn't go in. Robert, back to your question. I'm feeling better after the Madrid win. It's perked us up a bit. It's made us feel like we're in the mood. I'm excited about the end of the season. I think Barca could have a historic end to the season. I do think that. We've got two big titles set up for grabs. We're in a good position in both of them. These next weeks against this very team are going to decide how this season goes. Free kick Atleti in a good area.
I'm just going to pound the number two here. Because, my goodness, I mean, year after year after year we see it, and sometimes Barca come out clean after it, but sometimes Barca lose players to it. And this year we lost one of our key players in Rafinha to this absolutely illogical and absurd international break in the final week of March, when we've got 9 games to play in LaLiga, when we're heading into the Champions League quarterfinals. The fact that the star players of the best international teams or the best European teams have to travel overseas to go and play friendlies is just simply stupid and absurd. and I will never understand it. And I'm very mad about it. Marbrao, your thoughts?
Well, everything that you commented are especially interesting. Absolutely agree, Robert, about what happened with the international break. Always we are suffering with that FIFA virus that usually we call in that name here in Barcelona, about those kind of games when you lost a player in that kind of international break. But you know me very well, and I can tell you, what happened with Lamine Yamal.
Lamine!
Oh, and what a ball too. What a pass from Lamine. Fermin's clean through. Fermin! Off balance, wide. Would have been the assist of the season, I think, from Lamine Yamal. It really would have been. Wow.
After the little Meg as well.
Maybe you understood why I stopped my connection. What a pass. Incredible action by Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, that's why.
It's a pity. So, guys, just to end my.
Yeah, you go.
Go. No, just to finish. I will go with option 3 because you know me very well. And after what happened in Madrid and Mallorca, I'm better right now, especially about what happened in quite similar games of Real Madrid in Vigo, coming back in the latest minute, and also with the post by Julian Alvarez in the derby against Atletico de Madrid. And every culés, I think it's better with that defeat. But, of course, we have to focus on ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that will be no use if we don't get a positive result out of here tonight. And Atletico put in a cross here. Yes, after my little rant there, I do have to say I'm feeling better after what we saw in Mallorca this afternoon. And I'm very excited about this final stretch of 25-26. I mean, I love this time of the year, especially obviously if the team is doing well. It's the month of April. We've already had the time change, so there are more hours of light. Yeah. It's warmer outside. People aren't wearing jackets and jumpers anymore. They're wearing their short sleeves. What does that mean? They're wearing their Barca shirts in the city of Barcelona. The city looks beautiful. It's sunny out. We've got exciting games going on. It's the best time of the year.
I completely agree with you, Robert. And I'll tell you what, I always enjoy football a lot more at this time of the year. Yep. It just feels nice, doesn't it, to come in to work in this case, but to watch a game nice and late in a short sleeve top. I completely agree. Special time of the year, and it's where the titles are played, of course. You know, if we were in the cup, of course, even more so. But you know, it's where everything is on the line, everything's to be played for. And like I say, Barca have got it all in front of them for a really exciting end to the season. We really do. It's all against Atleti, which is going to make things very tense. But this is our first little audition of what's going to be a fascinating few weeks.
Good Pedri recovery. Is this game, going back to the game, is this game a little bit too back and forth at the moment?
Yeah. Barca have to be careful. That's a big point, isn't it? That we don't want to leave space in behind if we're not pressuring the ball, right? Probably happening a little bit right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you would say is that we're getting spaces ourselves. You know, we are getting spaces ourselves. I think in behind that when Lamine can produce an outside of the boot ball like he does and Fermin's in, it's dangerous, it's exciting, it feels ominous for Atleti. Maybe say they can have the same thing themselves coming down the other end. So we've got to be a little bit cautious. How are we looking stats-wise early on?
Lots
of possession, 60.
61 to 60 to 40 basically.
Okay.
4 shots Barca, 2 on target, 2 shots Atletico, 1 on target. I would say though that Atletico de Madrid have had the best opportunity of the game so far.
I'd say so.
And that we didn't celebrate Juan Garcia enough. Give me some Juan emojis on the live chat because he came up big for us against Rayo Vallecano. And he's already made a big save tonight.
The big dog, the absolute man. Yeah, what a guy. What a guy, Juan Garcia. What a signing. And what a brilliant save early on. Well, I wouldn't say brilliant, but he stood tall, didn't he, to deny Griezmann. More of a miss, really, from Griezmann, wasn't it? But I agree, that's the best chance. And I think Barca have been in good areas. Fermin, when he was in a great area. And when he had that chance to square it to Rashford too. Again, it's a great area. Cancelo, when he got to the byline. It's a good position to be in. We just haven't quite got maybe the final pass to then be able to get that final shot away. So just lacking that right now. But again, tapping the ball around nicely. Look at Olmo. He's our striker right now. Almost the third furthest back player for Barca. It's Cancelo.
There's a lot of interchange with Fermin. We talked about it at the very beginning. Fermin's the one playing as false 9 now, almost dropped back. But then probably in the next sequence, we'll see them switch positions. And that gives the team a bit more flexibility as well.
It does, yeah. It's Cubarsí, now Gerard Martin.
It's a bit like when they had to fill in for Pedri.
Yeah.
Almost the player staying back a bit more, but if Fermin had to do it, there was no problem.
100%. Yeah, it flipped. It switched. No offside there on Cancelo. Here's Pedri. There's Fermin.
Hey, goes down. Nothing.
Offside.
Offside previously. Okay. Clever, wasn't it? And a wonderful take from Fermin. Good strength to get through a gap that didn't really look like it was there. And it was offside. Yeah, Rashford's initial ball through to Cancelo that got deflected through to him. Offside previously it was. Here's Longley. Inside now to Almada. Looks for that running behind, doesn't he? Barca sets up relatively well right now. You can see Pedri pushes on, doesn't he? And Barca almost have a flat line of 4 behind Olmo. Now Araujo's gone out to meet his man. Longley back to Juan Musso. It's wide here to Molina.
It's interesting here that Simeone has introduced so many changes into his lineup. You can see that the blueprint of the Simeone system is there in how Atletico is playing in the character that they're showing, the idea. Obviously, there's quality in there as well, despite not having Julian, Lookman, Sorloth, the players who were suspended as well, Llorente. But it's an interesting choice as well, because going to a basketball analogy, this is a bit like a playoff series in which, okay, now you're facing the same team X amount of times, and you get to game plan exclusively against them. So for game 1, you try a series of things, and then for game 2 you make a series of tweaks based on that, and you're not really thinking about like other teams. You get to focus especially on the players and the systems of that particular team.
Unique, isn't it?
Yeah,
unique and bizarre, and they'll learn things, they'll learn tweaks, I think, over those few games. Well, both coaches, both sets of coaching staff, and that's going to be intriguing to see how Barca it makes it a fascinating battle of coaches, and between 2 great managers too in recent years in Europe. So this is going to be brilliant. And I think I was reading earlier, and we'll take a look at it in a minute. Here's Cancelo. Oh, nice from Cancelo.
I thought
he was adamant he was fouled. Nothing doing, says the referee.
I think he was tripped, though the ball was completely out of reach for him.
That's too far for... maybe Malik Brau can confirm this. I think I was reading something that with this game tonight against Atletico de Madrid are the team that Hansi Flick has faced the most times in his career as a coach.
By the way, no foul on Cancelo.
No. Here is
Pablo, because we have remembered that Hansi Flick only was a coach, a club coach with Hoffenheim long time ago, and in Bayern Munich he only coached the Bavarian team only 2 years, so he did not have a lot of chances to face many teams in Germany. And then since he came from to Barcelona, I remember that last season he had to play also in La Liga and also in La Copa against Atletico de Madrid, but also this season in La Liga and also in La Copa, and 2 more games in the Champions League. So this is the fact, because remember that Hansi Flick was very, very also famous because he was one of the assistant coach of Joachim Löw when especially Germany won the World Cup in 2014. So he only coached at the high level 3 teams, 3 clubs, Hoffenheim, Bayern only for 2 years, and FC Barcelona.
Yeah, there you go. When you think about it, it makes sense. Yeah, but
I've got a fascinating one for you. But wait,
what on earth?
Nico Gonzalez's brain switched off there for a millisecond.
Guys, Nico Gonzalez, the ball was going to go over his head for people who can't see this. He just caught it. He just caught the ball. I mean, Lamin's in.
Lamin was in with miles of space in front of him.
It's almost one of those, Robert, that feels like annoying that it's only a yellow. I don't know why. You just feel like, oh, come on. But I get it. It's not more than a yellow. I'm not saying it is.
Yeah.
But Olmo complained about the red card.
Yeah.
But it's very far from the area.
Yeah, it's not.
And let me say something quickly, guys, because it's important. Marc Bernal is warming up.
And Simeone is having a talk with Lookman.
A player can have also problems.
I hope it's not Eric.
Marc Bernal is warming up. I think that you watch
the
image right now. So let's gonna take a look. If one Barca player for sure they have some. For the moment, it's not injured, but we have to take a look and be careful if some Barca players have a problem.
Can Uri give us the image, Mark?
Yeah. We will give you right now the image with Marc Bernal warming up. Now it's Hansi Flick. And there he is, Marc Bernal
Let's
warming
show it.
up.
Let's show it. Let's
Yeah,
show
there,
Bernal warming up with the flick cam there. I'm concerned.
Yeah, me too, Robert.
I'm concerned because we know Eric has had trouble troubles in the last few weeks.
Well,
and he is playing in the Bernal position.
What comes to my mind is when he tried to start the Newcastle game, wasn't it? And he had to go off after about this sort of time, 20 minutes in. And then he wasn't even considered for the Rayo game. You know, it was just rest, and you would have hoped that he would have been able to rest over the international break. Just looking down at the pitch, and I don't know if Matt can see better maybe, but can't see anyone who I'd say is looking uneasy. So you'd imagine Eric is the precaution.
No, I'm keeping an eye on Eric here at the moment, and I mean he looks like he's trotting along.
For the moment, guys, I'm just also looking to the players, and for the moment I don't see nothing strange in any of.
There are no signs at the moment.
It's one of those, isn't it, where if we didn't see the image of Marc Bernal warming up, we would think Eric Garcia's playing completely normally, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Hang on here,
It's Coque. He got too much in that. Cancelo in very well indeed, and he's released Rashford.
Go,
Come on, Barca. Marcus Rashford drives inside, and he gave and showed too much. That didn't he? And Giuliano, you have to credit him, got back in. Just if he could get into space there, Marcus Rashford, he couldn't really. And Atleti able to survive and turn things over again. 25 minutes and it's settled a little bit, hasn't it, Robert? It's settled. We haven't had a shot in quite some time now.
No, the game's gone a bit quiet.
Space here in midfield. Pedri wins it back. That comes off an Atleti player. It's going to be kept in though. Baena, Coque. Atleti themselves able to keep things ticking over here. Nicely poised, nicely balanced, isn't it? As you'd probably expect for a league game, especially the first half of the break, but a league game between two great clubs. Here's Almada. Nico Gonzalez, did he hold his run? I think he did. Ball to the back post. Molina coming in on it. Scored some great goals in recent weeks. That not quite finding the far corner.
I was going to say, before the...
Direct to Marc Bernal's position.
I was going to say, before the Nico yellow card... Oh, it's Araujo. Araujo just made a sign to one of the physios touching the back of his left leg. So touching the... I think it was the left hamstring.
Oh.
Say, maybe there's a little tweak there. Maybe there's a bit of tightness.
I mean, that would make sense why when we looked at Eric, we saw nothing.
I just caught it. As Araujo was going to take the throw-in, he signalled to his hamstring. Barca playing a lot of long balls here, looking for Rashford, looking for Dani Olmo. I was going to say, before the Nico yellow card, because of that blatant handball, I like how Lamine is looking in this game. He looks fresh off the dribble. He looks quick. He looks pacey. He looks quick-minded. Yeah. And that, with Nico on a yellow card, is something that Barca needs to exploit.
It is, because I think we know what's happening at half-time, don't we?
Well, I'm wondering if Lookman is the option there.
What a ball down the middle, by the way. But again, two in a row, by the way. I'm not sure if that was off or not. But Joan Garcia off his line. So sharp. So sharp indeed.
Okay, well, at the moment it seems Bernal's still warming up, right? No movement, no nothing.
Yeah, no, for the moment he's warming up, but nothing else.
It's Piano Go asking for our predictions for this game. We've all gone 3-1.
Yeah, we all.
Me, Robert, and Brau all went 3-1. So
here it is.
Let us know yours.
Proof of it in the graphic. Let us know your predictions. It's still 0-0, so there's no cheating here. Elmir Day saying, hopefully we can get a goal before half time.
Well, I'll tell you what, Atleti are in themselves.
Offside.
Griezmann! What a miss again by Griezmann. As Mark says, he's offside. Wouldn't have counted. Line was clearly held well enough then. Those are two big chances Griezmann has missed, though.
Who's off?
It's not off there.
I don't think it's off there.
That would have stood, by the way. That would have stood. No offside there.
Well, Griezmann's let us off the hook twice here.
He has. I'm going to be honest with you, he has, yeah. I've actually felt relatively calm and in control. I haven't felt nowhere near as threatened as I did in that cup game, for example. But quietly, Atleti out of nowhere are getting decent chances. They really are. And Mala now. Too much space for Koke. Griezmann. Lenormand. All the Atleti players in the Barca half. Molina thought about it. Juliano. And Kubarsi. So good across the front post there. Really is impressive.
Where are we?
Kubarsi.
Kubarsi.
In the way again there to stop Griezmann getting in, who has looked like the most likely in Atleti, red and white, to opening the scoring.
It's Piano Gosayas. I dare say we have a clean sheet tonight.
I like it, yeah. Well,
all of us have predicted the Barca concede a goal, so it would make sense.
Yes.
That there's a clean sheet tonight.
True.
We're not very good at guessing.
No.
Careful.
Got to clear the ball there. Fermin does clear it. Well, Barca could do with just getting out a bit here, you know, and just getting our foothold on the game.
Yeah.
It's slightly swung in, I wouldn't say in Atleti's favour, but they've managed to get themselves a good foothold back in the game. Things far more evenly poised than they were a few minutes ago. And starting to rack up some decent chances too. That's good again from Cancelo.
That possession stat has gone down from 60 to 55, and you can feel it. You can feel that Atletico have got a bit of a grabbed hold of the game here and have managed to push Barca back. That's a hard tackle on Pedri, by the way.
Yeah, not for the first time tonight there. A cruncher coming in from behind.
Ooh, no yellow there?
Yeah, Griezmann's saying that he got the ball when he came right through Pedri, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a great tackle, and... Did he get his yellow card out? I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Pedri, you can see exactly where Pedri's hurt as we've reached half an hour of football here at the Metropolitano. It's exactly where you'd expect him to be. Here is the Canary, and then he'll take the free kick. A little bit worse for wear. Now Kubarsi. Araujo. Kubarsi once more. Martin. Barca will do well here just to control a bit of possession, but again, they've given it away. Pedri saying feed it to the midfield early. You could see that. Direct instructions from the Barca central midfielder, but this time no one in Barca red and blue obliging. Nice ball in there by Almada, who wins it back once more. Juliano. Down the line here to Almada again. Kubarsi comfortable away, but it's a corner for Atleti. I made that their first of the night.
Yeah, first corner for Atletico. Mark, sense here that Barca are being pushed back a little bit now.
Yeah, a little bit, and also Barca, I think that playing the ball with the defense is quite different what we are used to, and I think that maybe the grass makes the difference. Remember what happened with the first goal scored by Atletico de Madrid here in the first leg of semi-finals, the own goal by Eric Garcia, what happened with Juan, and now Barca's playing a little bit more direct.
Corner by Baena, low, hard to the front post, flicked on by Griezmann, cleared, and the shot back in by Koke is over. Yeah, it is an element, isn't it? And it was spoken about in the preview, wasn't it, yesterday, Mark, by Hansi Flick?
They asked him if some Barca players can change his boots just to play, about what happened that game. Remember that not only Barca players complain about that also Koke, the captain of Atletico de Madrid, played that. Remember what happened also in the goal defended, in the era defended by Joan Garcia right now to Kinski, Tottenham's goalkeeper in the Champions League game, and also with that defense that game. And I think that maybe it's one of the reasons, because Barca is not controlling a lot the game, but maybe it's a message to not play the ball in the same way from the defense. Of course, I don't want to say that Barca is playing bad or worse than that day, but I think that maybe we'll learn the lesson. It's one of the reasons because Barca is playing more direct. And I don't know if you noticed that on the screens, but here on the pitch, it's pretty obvious that Barca is not playing the same way from the back to the forwards.
Yeah, we've certainly noticed that direct football, haven't we, from Barca?
Yeah, also playing very direct here. Right, half an hour played. What is your favourite thing about the game, guys? Is it option one, the Joan Garcia save against Griezmann? Is it option two, the Lamine Yamal tricks, that assist with the outside of the boot, the little nutmeg to Nico, how he's moving on the pitch? Or is it the episode 1 of this trilogy, which is what I'm enjoying the most here. I think there's tentativeness
There
here.
is, yeah.
It is okay. There are 3 games here. We don't want to show too much. Atletico are going to have their moments. We're going to have our moments, and the sense here that we're only just dipping our toes in the water here.
That looked like a foul on Olmo, by the way.
It did, absolutely did.
It wasn't given. Look, Robert, I love the Lamine Yamal skill. I think that was the skill to open up this game. The little nutmeg, the outside of the boot round the back, boot ball round the back. It was a wonderful little cameo from him. If he can do that again, we're going to be in again. So I'm going to go for the Lamine Yamal trick. For me, that was glorious. It really was one of those moments of the season that I think we'll look back on actually in a little bit of a skills montage come the end of the year. I enjoyed that.
That's going to be
from Lamine Yamal. So hopefully more of that. I'm enjoying the trilogy. I think that there's respect from both teams. They're just feeling each other out a little bit in terms of no one wants to overcommit, do they, or oversell themselves this early on to this early into this one. It makes it so fascinating, Robert, that obviously if we didn't have a Champions League game against Atleti after this would be such a different game right now.
Can we show the tweet? Can we show the tweet? Because that's a perfect pick by our photographer.
Sure.
I'm guessing Marc Alpera today is there. Marc as the Barca photographer.
Yeah, Marc Alpera, yeah.
Yeah. Can we show the tweet on the screen, Drumblay, Angels? If we can show the tweet that we have on preview. There it is. The outside of the boot pass by Lamine Yamal for just a mean guy that Lamine Yamal. And careful here.
He's in Lamine! Lamine! Oh, he's hit the post! Oh, that is Barca's best chance, Robert. Lovely interchanging football. Exactly what we wanted from this lineup.
That's what we envisioned with Lamine, Olmo, Fermin playing together.
Oh, he's just inches away. He does the right thing, I think, in dinking it from there. It's not the easiest angle for a left footer, I don't think. And Flick will consider that a big chance missed, I think. Oh.
Aye. Mark, by the way, what is your favourite thing about the game so far?
Another post, guys.
Oh, yes. How many are we at?
Well, Lamine Yamal's skill. Okay, in over. The nutmeg of Lamine Yamal, that skill was quite incredible. And also not only the trick that he did to Atletico Madrid player, also just assist with the boot is absolutely amazing. And 36 posts this season, guys. And also it's the same goal where Fermin hit the crossbar in the game against Atletico in the first leg. Of course, that game was bad played for Barca, but that game, the disallowed goal by Kovacic, the crossbar by Fermin, maybe things can be different, could be different. But it's an absolute pity that post 36 this season in general in the team by Lamine Yamal. Barca hitting again to post, one of the most teams in Europe.
Yeah, and Atleti just in a bit of a muddle there at the back. They have managed to escape for now. Molina now can just calm things down. Yeah, well, we said it there, didn't we, that Atleti had the best chance of the game, really, with that brilliant Griezmann chance. And they're going to come out now again, but that for Barca, that's the closest we've come. No doubt about that. Lamine, point-blank range. I'm not sure what's happened there. Eddie Garcia off the ball. Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah, tackle on Atletico Madrid's player.
Flipped around in a heap.
And Atletico Madrid squad complaining about the yellow card. Remember that on the pitch right now we don't have any single Barca player with 4 yellow cards. Remember that in LaLiga it's 5 yellow cards for the suspension. The 4 players right now with 4 yellow cards in LaLiga are Mar Bernal, who's warming up, and Koundé, who's on the bench, and De Jong and Rafinha, who are out due to injuries. So only Mar Bernal, if he come in, and also Koundé, could miss the game against Espanyol if they receive a yellow card in the second half. If they play, of course.
I just have to do it because it is so ludicrous what Barca does, or this run of so many games hitting the post. The amount of times this season and last season the Barca have hit the post. Marc Brau, my question to you and the audience is, careful.
In a moment.
Because
Atleti nearly got in there. Actually, it was Koke who we'd probably taken that area comes back. I think we'll be okay.
Marc Brau, what will we reach first under Hansi Flick? 300 goals, 300 posts, or 300 games? Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't. 300 games not, because they're right now 107 with this one. Post, I don't have the number of last season. I can check, but I think at least 30 posts at minimum last season. But remember that, be careful.
Ball over the top there by Langley. It's an excellent ball too. Giuliano! Just like that, Atleti in the blink of an eye take the lead. Brilliant ball over the top by Langley. Caught the Barça backline out. And Giuliano blasts the Rojiblancos into the lead here. It's not the first time today, is it, Robert? That out of nowhere, when it feels like things are calm, safe, bang, one ball by Atleti and they break the deadlock.
Yep. I need to see that again. But yeah, Atletico killing us with the same weapon that they did in the Copa del Rey, in space, in behind us. The fact that it's Giuliano makes it just a little bit more painful here. Langley, long ball, left-footed, no offside because Araujo and Gerard Martin are in one line, Cubarsí and Cancelo are in another line.
Yeah. Weird that the centre-backs are the wrong way around as well.
Exactly.
Bernal will come in, guys. Bernal will come in.
Yeah, good finish by Simeone. Atletico 1, Barça 0, and Mar Bernal's going to come in, presumably for Araujo.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, for Araujo, yeah. For Araujo.
That's interesting though, Mark, isn't it? Because he's held off that change, and then the second we go 1-0 down, he makes it.
Yeah. Remember that Mar Bernal was warming up just a lot of minutes ago, but it seems that also Araujo it's not possible to continue because we are very close to the half-time and we lost the window. So it seems that definitely Araujo has troubles. Remember that he played the 2 games with Uruguay. So of course it's a pity because it can be also another member of the virus FIFA team. And also it's a pity the goal scored by Giuliano Simeone, as you said, quite similar with the goals that Barca conceded in the first leg of the Copa semi-final.
Right, let's get optimistic here while we update the lineup. What will the score be at half-time? Will it remain at 1-0? Will Barca manage to pull one back and equalise 1-1? Or can we score 2 quick goals in 5 to 7 minutes? I'd be happy with option number 2, 1-1.
Wouldn't we all, Robert? Well, I will say, all of our predictions are still on.
They
we
are,
all said 3-1.
They are.
We can still win this game 3-1.
It's piano, guys, it's not.
No, I'm sorry, your clean sheet's not happening. None of us went for a clean sheet, so there you go. Robert, 1-1 at half-time would be great. It would be ideal. That's a sucker bunch for Barca, though. It really is. The timing of the goal, too, is tough to take. But remember, in the league game here last season, we conceded on the stroke of half-time. Giuliano setting up Julian on that occasion. We went on to win that game 4-2, so we've got to have a confidence belief that we can get back in this one and also, win it in the second half. Yes.
Remember that also in the first leg of LaLiga in the Spotify Cup, also we made a comeback against Atletico. Baena scored first, and then Barca scored 3 times.
Yep, reasons to be optimistic. And here Barca come, Rashford!
The immediate reaction, Marcus Rashford!
Barca are level immediately. How about that? There's the goal we wanted before half-time. We needed a big display from Rashford today, and he's just given us one there through the legs of Musso. Lovely interchange. There's the reason to be optimistic, Culers. Atleti 1, Barca 1. Marcus Rashford with maybe his biggest goal yet in a Barca shirt.
There you go. Bingo. It's a great run by Marcus Rashford. The 1-2 with Dani Olmo. And a nice, hard, low, left-footed finish past Musso 1-0. And the timing of this is amazing.
Oh, ideal timing indeed. Ideal timing for Barca. We were just talking about the Barca comebacks, weren't we, Mark Brau? Atleti 1, Barca 1.
As we said, in the first leg of La Liga, also Barca made a comeback with that time Rafinha scoring in the first half and then Olmo Ferran scoring in the second half to keep the 3 points for Barca. Now, immediately commenting the comeback for Barca that day at the Spotify Camp Nou, Marcus Rashford scored another goal, 11 goals with Marcus Rashford this season. Remember that the last one for Marcus Rashford was in Elche a long time ago. Ooh. And this is a special goal, guys, because that goal scored by Marcus Rashford is the number 300. With Hans Flick on the bench in 107 games. In 107 games, quite close for 3 goals per game. Incredible stat. Marcus Rashford has scored the goal 300 for Barca with the German
There you
coach
go.
Hansi Flick on the bench. And
There you
it's
go,
a quite important one.
3-0. 3-0 under Hansi Flick. Let's take a look at Flick's reaction.
There he is, Hansi.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Gesture to the bench there. 300, did any of us guess Rashford, Robert?
No, I went for the mean.
Yeah, I went Lamine. Pedri.
I said
Rashford.
Olmo, so
There we go.
There you go. That's how good we are at guessing. On the poll, 8%.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dearie me. Well,
oh.
out of nowhere, there's a huge
Melee
huddle.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
melee in there. And referee's got some work to do. I'm not quite sure who instigated all of this. It's a Barca corner, by the way. I think Koke has lost his cool there big time. And I think Kubarsi is saying to the referee that something's happened. This will tell us maybe, Robert.
So, Simeone.
There's nothing in that. Olmo says something to Simeone.
I remember-
definitely said
I
something
remember-
to Simeone.
I remember last season, Giuliano Simeone also was quite close to be one of the actors of the year in a game against Barca. Maybe he wants to repeat today. And now there's a yellow card. You have to help me.
Fermin.
Yellow card, I think, for a Barca player and also for Atletico player. And also for 2
Nahuel.
Atletico players. One is for
Oh, no.
Koke.
And Koke
But
as
you
well.
have to help me with the second one.
Nahuel,
So,
Koke and
Koke
Fermin.
Okay, so recap. Right now, with yellow card, Nico, Koke and Nahuel Molina for Atletico and Fermin for Barca. Let me check
Correct.
how many yellow cards has Fermin received this season. So it's the number 3 for Fermin, so not close to this in Spain.
Yellow card for Nahuel Molina. Yellow card for Koke. And
Fermin.
yellow card for, where is he? There he is, Fermin.
Well, we're about to reach minute 45 in it, so let's actually see how much has been added on.
And what happened?
By the way,
I
Okay.
have not. I didn't
Corner.
see nothing.
corner.
So now the for referee thing. Yeah, in a while we will know the added time.
Okay.
And just to give you another stat, 7 assists by Dani Olmo this season.
There you go.
Always in clutch games, scoring or assist. And there's 3 minutes only. 3 minutes only of added time. From its. Well,
All of a sudden, this one's got quite heated, hasn't it? All of a sudden, the atmosphere, the temperature inside the ground has just racked up a few notches. Here come Barca then with a short corner. Cancelo.
Wouldn't it be a nice moment to score now?
It would be, yeah. 2-1 before half-time. Immediately, though, Robert, things just boiled over, didn't they, for the first time? Probably not the last over the next 2 weeks. You just saw maybe a glimpse into what we can expect here for what I think are going to be 2 wonderful games here in the Champions League. Here's Lamine. Thought about it. Still Lamine. Inside. Bernal. Fermin. No room, but Barca still going.
No?
Bernal.
No foul?
Looked like he was fouled. Olmo. Bernal wins it back. No, he doesn't. It's bitty in there. It's scrappy in there.
nothing. Diving.
So cheap, yeah.
Okay, well, Marcus Rashford
I know it's warm
equalised.
right now. Well, it's a fall. It's a fall, but not yellow card.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Marcus
I
Rashford-
just watched the replay on my screen. What assist by Dani Olmo, but it's a
Yeah.
great play by Rashford, Robert and Pablo. Not only the finish, the start of the action, just dribbling the enemy. So it's quite well done for Rashford. As you said, maybe one of the best goals, or maybe the most important with Barca shirt.
Yeah.
There you go, Rashford with 21 touches in the game so far, 10 successful passes, 2 recoveries and 1 goal. And if we look at Dani Olmo, Olmo has 20 touches, 14 successful passes, of which 1 is an assist and 2 final third entries. There aren't that many final third entries because Barca
No?
has struggled to make it into that final third. But hey,
Yeah, been a bit on the
Gotta
been a bit on the periphery, haven't we? But Olmo's been the one who's maybe a little likely to make that link. That's not a bad ball by Eric, by the way.
Do
Lamine
Lamine.
Yamal.
Hey!
Oh, he's off!
Come on!
He's off! He's off!
Yellow,
He has to be
yellow,
off. And
It's off,
Nico,
it's the second one. Yeah.
and Nico
Yellow card.
Gonzalez is off. What a silly challenge by him.
yep.
Atleti are down to 10 on the stroke of half-time. And by being 1-0 up some 10 minutes ago, all of a sudden, this game has just swung in the opposite direction. 1-1, Nico's off. We circled it, didn't we? Him at left back before the game.
Yep.
Maybe not the best idea. Was he onside then? I think he was.
I think he was only by a hair. And it's outside of the box.
You have to check. It was a great pass. Great pass by Eric, guys. First of all, what a pass by Eric Garcia.
It's almost a penalty.
The fact is,
but
if you can confirm that... Do you think it's inside the box or not?
No, it's outside. It's outside, but it's very close. It's very close.
Very.
Okay. And it's outside or not?
That's what I'm not sure of.
Okay. Did that look tight to you?
It looked very tight.
Nico's waiting. Nico's waiting next to the benches. Now VAR is checking if it's offside or not.
No.
Because if it's offside, of course, the yellow card will be disallowed.
That's going to change it.
What do you think?
I thought Lamine maybe was a step ahead. But the referee's now having a conversation with Pedri and Koke, who are the captains.
I never like the triple screen.
No, the way that they're showing this
doesn't look good, Robert.
Doesn't look good.
No.
It looks like it's going to be overturned.
The referee's making all the signals that he's going to overturn it. Yeah.
He's getting word in his ear right now, the referee.
Yeah, Koke knows as well, I think.
Remember that we don't have good memories with offsides and VAR in this stadium.
No, we don't. No.
He's going to change it. Yeah.
Remember what happened that day? Good pain that day at the Metropolitano.
I think you just said no.
So now the referee is going through the bench.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
He looks on to me now, eh?
Is it because of Nahuel on the other side?
I don't understand nothing right now.
No, neither. We're pretty lost here as well, Mark.
We're very lost.
I'm going to be honest. What is he doing? Oh, he's going to... No, it's not going to be given. He's going to withdraw his red card. Oh, my goodness me.
And the first half's going to end here as well because the players are heading into the tunnel.
No, but he has to go to the screen. Guys, he has to go to the screen. So
what does that mean?
What,
it
for
doesn't
an
have to be
offside?
offside. Maybe it's if it's a penalty. Maybe it's because it's a penalty. Maybe it's because it's a penalty.
But it's out.
It's out the box.
It's out of the box. For me, there was never a question of that.
But Mark is right, though. They wouldn't bring him to the screen
for
offside.
No, they're looking if it's a penalty. Or if it's a straight red. But that doesn't make a difference either.
Let me say something, guys. Maybe they are checking. Maybe they are checking two things. If it's a penalty, or if it's a direct red card.
Yes.
In fact, the end of the action, it's exactly the same. But it's not the same for the sanctions. Of course, if it's not a penalty, of course, it doesn't matter if it's the yellow card or the red card. But let's gonna say the referee. Yeah, this is the action. Yeah, this is the action. That it's a direct red card. Yeah. So the end of the action is not. So the final action is exactly the same, but the VAR has to act. I know. It can be silly. But it has to be that side because it's not the same in the stats and in the sanction if it's a red direct card or not.
Okay, so Nico is off, and Barca have a dangerous set piece opportunity
for Barca.
Yeah. Great.
And for Barca, the scenario is the same. Free kick and Atleti down to 10, and the game really in our favour now. Well into,
of course,
the 7th amount of time.
If Hansi Flick listen to me, maybe he's going to say that I don't have to say this, but also for Atletico, it's not it's not good for physical thing because they have also to play a lot of minutes with 10 players before the Champions League game.
So
also
they're going to have to put in a big effort here.
Be important.
I like this camera that we're getting.
Yeah. Well, after all of that chaos, Barca free kick and a man up. Rashford's over it. Last kick of the half this, you'd imagine. Plenty's gone in the last 10 minutes. Rashford in. Oh my God, Bernal.
No, he only scores up Spotify company.
Yeah, sorry. we shouldn't have got excited yet. He's got a knack though, hasn't he? Look at him just lurking in the back post. He's well onside. And that's a decent chance.
Might have been now the set piece threat, eh?
That's not a bad chance at all, by the way. Good delivery from Rashford, very nearly. And from 10 minutes ago when we were 1-0 down of it, they've really swung, haven't they?
They have indeed. Right, Mark, we'll talk at half-time, eh?
Yeah, right now, well, I think that we will have. It's not ended the first half.
No, it
It's not
has.
ten.
But I'm guessing with this goal kick.
Now.
There you go.
There you go.
No, sorry. Yeah, finally. It's halftime, guys. It's halftime, so 1-1. I think two good things. The goal scored by Marcus Rashford, also the red card, but we will talk in a while.
Yep, Mark, thank you very much. What a brilliant first half of football then. It took a while to get going, but then bang, Giuliano goal. Rashford equalised. And then Nico Gonzalez with a red card. Atleti down to 10. Half time here. Atleti won, but a man down. Barça won. All to play for. Should be fascinating. Half time Atleti won, Barça won. Let's see the second half.
Right, Will, there you go. 1-1 at half-time. Quick reaction after conceding a goal in a game that has not been easy so far for Barca, despite the Atletico de Madrid rotations. But it ends with good news for Barca. Atletico de Madrid having to play the entire second half with 10 men. Simeone experimented at left-back with Nico. He struggled in the few times that he had to defend Lamine Yamal. It wasn't that many times because Barca weren't able to find Lamine Yamal as often as I think they would have wanted. But every time that Lamine got the opportunity to do something, Nico was exposed. And I think that Simeone must be mad at himself for not doing something earlier, because I think the substitution was coming at halftime.
I completely agree it was. And to be honest, Simeone would also be looking at Nico and saying, you got your first yellow card for picking up the ball. You know, he'll be thinking, what are you doing? Are you going to have enough 1v1s against Lamine Yamal? And I know what Nico's thinking. He's in behind me, and I don't want to let him get in behind me. But at the end of the day, I suppose it's a long ball. You don't imagine Longley can come and sweep it over. Yeah. It's a bizarre yellow card to get, in my opinion, as a fullback against Lamine Yamal, where at some stage of the game, you're going to have to chop him down anyway. To get a yellow card for handling it is really silly. And then the second one is more of the tackle we'd expect to have to make. He knows Lamine's and he lunges, and hey, I mean, it would have been a red anyway, actually.
I kind of sympathise with Nico, because I sometimes in life have instances in which my brain just switches off, and then I think, why did I do that? And then, like, his instinct just came out. He stopped thinking for a millisecond there.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And his arms went up because the ball was there. And he caught it and was like, okay, I'm not supposed to do this.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know? But, hey... I wouldn't say it's a good first half of football from Barca, but the outcome is definitely a great one, given what has happened. We've seen some great signs. We've seen some action from Lamine Yamal. We've seen Fermin, Dani Olmo, Lamine, Rashford linking up there. Atletico exposing us at times. Two good opportunities for Antoine Griezmann, the Simeone goal as well. We're just seeing here on the screen the tricks of brilliance of Lamine Yamal. And the best news is this 1-1 result at half-time, the fact that we're going to play against 10 men in the second half, and I would say the quick reaction after conceding.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I said it before, Barca will be delighted to be in the position they are after the Giuliano goal went in, when it was looking like we were going to go in 1-0 down. I think you're right, before that, Atleti probably had the better chances. We had a few nice link-ups between Lamine and Fermin who got in behind. But Atleti again were punishing us. Let's hope that doesn't happen as much in the second half with them down to 10. Fascinated to see how Simeone lines up. Does he just bank everyone behind the ball now? And I'm getting a glimpse of the Rashford goal again, by the way. Maddox's right. The build-up from Rashford's really nice. The dribble,
It is
the run forward. And credit Olmo as well. The 1-2 is lovely. But that's always, I find, a good way to shoot in and around goalkeepers' legs. It's difficult for them to sort their feet out from that close range. In between the legs is always a good idea to go. Weak foot gets it right, and we couldn't have wanted it to go any better, really, with the red card to Nico before half-time. Reaction's been good. I think Bernal's been good since coming on. He's come on, sort of distributed things in midfield, got things ticking over. I'm liking the way we're set up right now, and things are looking positive for us. And you guys made the point, 45 minutes now against Atleti, who are tired, who will be tiring the more running they have to do. Keep moving that ball side to side. We've got options on the bench. This could go very well for us. But we have to stay focused. Can't fall into the trap of being a man up. Really can't.
No, you can't. You have to keep going and try and make the most of it and try and establish your dominance in that 11v10. We're just showing on the screen right now the graphic of the goals. There's 3 minutes in between two goals from minute 39 to minute 42. So that sometimes has happened the opposite way for Barcelona. I think of, for example, Montilivi or Real Arena, again away to Real Sociedad, away to Girona, and how we scored and then immediately conceded. That happened against Club Brugge as well earlier in the season in the Champions League. It's happened a few times this season, unfortunately. But timely response from Barca in this first half with that Marcus Rashford goal off of the Dani Olmo assist. Right, Pablo. You're going to take care of the audience for
I think so, no? I think it's time,
with the halftime quiz. Yep. So, shall I just set it up for you?
Go on, leave me with my questions, if you would be so kind. If you'd be so kind to leave me with the questions. Right. And you can go and water refill job as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my job at halftime. Right, wait a minute. Where is your
500 coming out of the way? We've had Anna Edits who's coming, or Anant Edits coming in, and very upset that you've missed the start of the game. It's 1:30 where you are. Don't worry, this party is just about to get started. We're at a perfect position now for a crazy second half. So if you can keep yourself awake, don't worry. You're with the family now, and we've got good action coming up, I think.
Okay, and before I leave, to just replenish our cups of water. Give me some Barca flags to celebrate that we are 1-1 at halftime and that we're enjoying a great game here.
Get the flags in the chat, people, and also get your minds ready because a halftime quiz is coming up. Right, here we go. In fact, Robin, I might just do it from here, you know.
By the way, Siobhan Bishop, Rashford brace looking realistic.
Ooh!
He did say it.
He was right.
He did say it.
Siobhan Bishop, if you can do as
I'm saying yeah.
I like it. If you can do as well when you're predicting who was going to score the first goal, and in who could score a brace in the quiz right now, I'll be very pleased with you. Right, question number 1. Should we get it in there? Let's do it. Here we go then, people. We're setting up easy today, I'd say. Thank you very much, sir. We're setting up easy today, I'd say. This is an easy one to ease you all in. By the way, look at the flags. Lovely. Brilliant stuff, Coolheads. Who scored a brace in last season's 4-2 win at this ground for Barca? Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, or Ferran Torres? I'm going to be honest with you guys here. All of you should be getting this right. All of you should be getting this right. There's little excuses. We've already spoken about it in today's program. The questions are going to get harder after this one, so I'm expecting correct answers only. I'm going to wait for one answer, and then I'm going to tell you the answer. The first person that gets it in the chat, I am going to take their answer and run with it. Come on, Coolheads. Drum roll, please. Let's get them in there right now. Who scored a brace in this fixture last season? Levy, Lamine, or Ferran? You all got it right. You all got it right. And I'm proud of you. You've all said Ferran Torres. The answer is indeed Ferran Torres. 2 goals. We said it earlier, the little header. And then the finish in the 97th minute. Love it. Question number 2. Coming straight up for you people. This is good. Who scored 2 goals away against Atleti in a 6-0 win for Barca all the way back in 2007? Not the Metropolitano, of course, and the Vicente Calderón. Who scored 2 goals on that occasion? Ronaldinho, Leo Messi, or Eto'o? Can I catch you out? Can I catch you out? Or is the answer obvious? The answer's obvious. It's Leo Messi. Leo Messi scored 2 goals. Well done if you got it. Condolences if you didn't get it quite right. Leo Messi, though, with 2 goals against Atleti in that 6-0 win. I always love doing these ones. I always love doing these ones. Which of ththese players hasn't played for both clubs? Kun Agüero, Arda Turan, or Yeremy Mathieu? Who hasn't played for both clubs? This is not an easy one, by the way. Agüero, Turan, Mathieu. Which of these players hasn't played for both Barca and Atleti? By the way, I'm seeing your answers on the previous question. It's a mixed bag from you, Coolheads. It's a mixed bag indeed. So not all of you getting them right. I can tell you here, though. Mathieu, you should have got it. You should have got it, Coolheads. You should have got it if you went for Mathieu. Congratulations. Elmir Days, I think you went for 2 there. No. Arda Turan, of course, played for Barca. Tony got it right with Mathieu. Very well done. Speeding through this. Question number 4. Apart from Messi, so after Messi, which is obvious, because we always want to do this question and we never can because it's always Messi. After Messi, who is the club's top scorer in games against Atleti? Is it Suarez, Luis Suarez, of course, who played also for both clubs. Cesar or Johan Cruyff. Not easy, I don't think. Not easy. By the way, I'm seeing some other options come in. Alia, you went 2 on the last one. Demetsi going for 3. Emirdays going for 3. Emirdays, apologies. That was for the previous question. Well done, you got it right. Coolers, from what I'm seeing, a lot of correct answers so far. An awful lot of correct answers, which I'm liking. And I can tell you the correct answer to number 4 is Cesar. There you go, people. So, who's got 4 out of 4 so far? No, it's not Suarez, guys. All of you going Suarez, other than Tony, who went for Cesar. So well done to you. You got it right. Tony, from what I've seen so far, you're basically getting every single one so far right. But you have a 5th and final question to go for. And I think it's the hardest one too. Which of these Brazilian players, and Robert, you can have a go at this too. Which of these Brazilians scored his last Barça goal against Atletico de Madrid? Was it Neymar, Ronaldinho, or Rivaldo? I don't think that's easy. I really don't. Which of these Brazilians scored their last Barça goal against Atletico de Madrid?
I say easy peasy.
Easy for you, Robert, no?
I'll say it was a memorable one.
Okay. Robert's saying easy, memorable. I'm going to wait for one answer.
Iconic.
One answer, Robert, and I'm taking it. Anna, you can't say 1 or 3.
That's not how it works.
Demetsi 3. McLumbis 3. Hey, Robert, this is up in the air. All going 3?
It wasn't 1 or 3. It was 2. Bicycle kick.
Quite
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, Anna, you went 1 or 3. And you ended up going 3, but no. And from what I'm seeing in the chat, Robert, not a single person went for 2.
No faith in Ronnie, eh?
Yeah. Tony, what did you go for? You went for 3, so you didn't get 5 out of 5. From my books, by the way, no one got 5 out of 5. There you go.
Well, yeah, no one did because there's no 2s.
Exactly. There you go. No one got 5 out of 5, and they were doing well. Alia says I should trust myself more. Yeah. Elmirday is coming in with a late 2. I'm not sure I'm trusting you on that one. You may.
Came in a bit late.
That's a dubious 2 from you, Elmirday. It's a dubious 2 indeed. Right, Robert. Quiz is in the bag. I'm going to step out for a few minutes. Well done to anyone who got 4 out of 5, but it wasn't easy to get 4 out of 5. And we'll be back with another quiz midweek in the Champions League. Watch out for it.
Thank you very much, Pablo, for keeping the audience entertained here with our Atleti Barça quiz. Reminder, it's 1-1 at half-time with goals by Juliano first for Atletico de Madrid and Marcus Rashford second. While I start to ask myself who the best players of the first half were, I am going to kick it over to Marc Brau, who's at the Metropolitano. Marc, thoughts on this first half?
Well, thoughts. I think that Barca start the game better than Atletico, and I think that while the game was played, maybe Atletico de Madrid was more comfortable than Barca, especially playing in that kind of way, putting balls just inside the box. And maybe Barca played a little bit direct, maybe because of the grass, because what happened in the first leg of the semi-finals. But I think the most important is that kind of games, maybe the details give the final answer of the game. And I prefer to talk about the positive thing, that after the goal received by Giuliano Simeone in a very similar way than we considered in the Copa del Rey game here, Barca played quite well the next action with the good performance also by Marcus Rashford, the great assist by Dani Olmo, and then the good finish for the English player. And then after that goal, the red card for Nico Gonzalez can be also the key of the game. So for me, the most important thing is how Barca react to the goal and how Barca stay quiet after the goal scored by Atletico de Madrid. So bringing out the things and the bad thinkings about what happened in the first leg of the Copa del Rey game, and just to stay focused and doing what Barca did many times this season, as is doing a comeback. Let me comment something, Robert, and also Pablo, that I'm just watching right now to the pitch that many Barca players are warming up, but I think that maybe Ferran Torres could be an option just for the start of the second half, because he warmed up more than other players just a few minutes after the first half was ended. So we have to be careful about this. Remember that Barca lost one window of substitutions due to the injury of Ronald Araujo. For the moment, we don't have any news about the physical condition of the Uruguayan player, but Mar Bernal had to come in. So We have to take care of this, and we have to take a look if Ferran Torres can be an option. Remember that the Shark last season was one of the key players in the games played here. He scored the winning goal against Atletico in the second leg of the semi-finals of Copa del Rey, and he scored twice in LaLiga game comeback last season. Right now, Barca players are on the pitch, so let me check if Ferran Torres will come in. For the moment, I don't have more news, so I will give you the connection back, guys, and maybe you can connect this and you can comment if finally Barca will make another substitution. So let's go and listen in the second half.
Right, well, there we go. The players are gradually making their way back onto the pitch. I want to ask you guys who was the best player in the first half. I'm giving you 3 options. Joan Garcia is a good shout as well. I didn't include him in the 3 options. I'm going option 1, Edic. Option 2, Lamine Yamal. Option 3, the goal scorer, Marcus Rashford. Dani Olmo could be another good shout as well. Good link-ups in that false 9 position. And a second half in which we could see much improvement from Barca because of the 11 against 10 factor. But here I'm asking you, who was the best player in the first half? I'm going to give you their stats as well.
Okay.
Was it Eric? Was it Lamine Yamal, or was it Marcus Rashford? And Ferran Torres is going to come on in this second half. The Shark, who scored last season at the Wanda Metropolitano in 2 different games, is going to come on in this second half. I think we should probably kick it to game commentary, Paolo.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll tell you what, let's go back to game commentary for the second half. Let's do it. Here we go then, players back out for the second half, and Barca in a very good position, and they've made a change. Ferran on, we have to wait and see who for.
Is it probably...
Fermin.
Is it Fermin?
From what I can hear, it's Fermin Lopez. Robert, you were asking me best player in the first half. I liked Rashford's performance. I think apart from the goal, he was bright. We saw him go at players a few times. By the way, look at that too. Unexpected. Well, unsurprising. You've got Ruggeri coming on there at left back. Koke off, by the way. So that leaves Atleti maybe a bit light in midfield, I would say. I wouldn't say there's a play. You wouldn't back neither Roberto Vargas nor Baena to be a holding player in there.
No.
So
Interesting.
It is. So let's see how that sets up for Atleti. Changes at half-time for both teams as Atleti get us back underway at the start of the second 45 minutes. Juliano winning that first header. Garcia will do well to deal with this early on. He does. And Eric Garcia with a bit of a loose touch. Early defending maybe for Barca to do here with Baena getting away from his man. Still Alex Baena, and Eric Garcia's in the way. Second half's going to be fascinating. Ferran on, Fermin off, so Olmo drops back into number 10. I mean, Fermin had some good chances, didn't he, Robert?
He did.
Olmo maybe with the assist. Maybe Flick feels he's in sharper form, sharper contention to see this one out. I mean, I'm fascinated to see how this second half plays out. I really am. You know, oh dear. Gerard Martin in there. He's
red.
off.
Straight red.
And at the start of the second half, Barca's one-man advantage, Robert, lasted for 45 seconds.
There you go.
Fascinating, isn't it, how a game of football can change? Is that a case of the referee saying, I need to level this up? Because he looked adamant it was a red immediately. In live time, I thought maybe yellow. We'll have to wait and see.
I thought it was one of those that I think Gerard Martin in the follow-through. Is it a similar one to the Eric one at the Metropolitano in the 4-0?
Yeah.
It's in the follow-through, isn't it? Right, okay.
He's off.
He's off.
Yeah.
He's off.
Such a frustrating one because he actually wins the ball first, Robert, you know, and it's...
He's off, but I'm not sure what he can do.
Yeah. I think it's a natural follow-through and you kick the ball in that action. I really do. And and Flick's been put to, by the way. That is just... I mean, genuinely incredible, eh?
It is incredible.
Genuinely incredible. I haven't seen that in such a long time in terms of a red card being levelled up like that. I mean, all of the talk at half-time, all of what we were saying about how this second half will go, all of that out the window. Back to 10v10, level playing field, and let the football continue.
And what does Hansi do here? What is the move? Because I don't know if Brau is speaking to us because
We can't hear him.
we can't hear. I can hear a murmur in the background. Can we solve the sound issues with Mark?
We can't hear him yet.
We can't hear him. Mark, hang on a second. We'll hand it over to you before you can intervene. The referee's going to take a look at this.
He is, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be overturned because
I don't.
the Atleti player's foot is planted. Gerard Martin's studs go straight into the ankle.
I agree with you,
even
Robert.
though it is a follow-through off of a clearance. It's a weird one. I don't know what Gerard Martin is supposed to do.
I'm unsure on the ruling. From my view, in modern football these days, Robert, I think those are usually given as a red now. I think so.
I think so. It's just that. What do you do if you're Gerard Martin?
I think that the referee will go to the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Screen. The referee is going to the screen.
Wow.
So maybe we can have an option that this is not a red card.
Wow. This is incredible, by the way.
Oh, let me say why. I see the replay. Maybe because it's first fall of the Atletico Madrid player, maybe.
I don't think so.
Remember? Oh?
I mean,
It's a strange one because Gerard
Listen
gets
to
the first
stadium,
touch on the
of
ball.
stadium.
And as he tries to clear, in the follow-through, his foot lands on Almada's ankle. And it's obviously bad.
Listen to the stadium because all the stadium is watching the replay right now on the screens. And all the stadium. And let's gonna check the referee.
oh my God, here we go. There we go. Decision
And
then here.
It's not
A big
red.
one.
It's not red. It's not red. It's not red. It's only yellow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, Mark Brau told it to us, and there you go. Barça remain at 11 men. This is quite remarkable.
The thing is, if that is a tackle, it's a clear red.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, red card on the Atleti bench.
Is it El Cholo?
I'm not sure who for. This one has got out of hand, though, hasn't it?
It has.
It really has.
No,
No,
it's one of
I don't know. I don't know which.
It's one of the coaching staff.
But
Mark.
let me comment one thing, guys. Let me comment one thing. Well, first of all, a yellow card for Musso. Just try to explain why the VAR called the referee and why it's not a red card. And I will try to explain the same if it was against Barca. In that kind of actions, maybe the referee considered that it was la inercia, Robert Pablo, la inercia of the action. So he touched the ball, and it's impossible, as you said, for Gerard Martin to not put the leg in that position.
Exactly.
So I don't know if I explained that. It's because
you have.
when you shoot, the end of the career, of course, when you shoot, the leg cannot be back. The same as you said, that Gerard Martin cannot do anything else. Maybe this is the reason, because the inertia, I don't know how's the word, guys, maybe you can translate,
inertia,
of
yeah,
the leg of Gerard Martin
the follow-through,
makes impossible for him to not kick Almada's ankle. This is my opinion. This is maybe
it's
one of the explanations.
It was the point that we were hammering here. I thought, I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if the red had been given, because as Gerard's foot lands on the ankle of Almada, it looks very bad.
Yeah.
But Gerard gets to the ball first, and what is he supposed to do once he's kicked the ball?
I agree. I think for people who've played football, that happens because if you it's your natural follow through when you kick the ball, you could often land studs on a player's ankle or their Achilles. But in the modern game, usually, in my opinion, when there's a freeze frame of a player's studs on a player's ankle like that, even if they've got the ball first, they often get sent off. By the way, that from Baena was quite cynical. He went very late on Bernal there, nowhere near the ball. I don't know. I'd like to see some previous cases of that sort of decision earlier on in the season. Here's Lamine. So our heads have been thrown one way and then the other. Yeah. We were thinking,
I was fairly convinced.
Oh yeah, I was pretty sure that wasn't going to be chalked off. We've gone from thinking, Robert, 11 v 10 half to 10 v 10 half. It is going to be an 11 v 10 half for now.
Even our graphics had already got Gerard Martin sent off here.
Yes.
As well, for a bit. But Anyway, there was confusion on the live chat as well. Dimitri saying, of course they had to make it equal. Pirita Malaguita says, pero toca el balón primero, he touched the ball first.
Yeah.
Mac Loomis saying, what the hell?
That's oh, look at this from Lamine. Yellow, it's a yellow, it's a yellow, it's a
Yellow card.
Yeah.
For
Lenglet,
Lenglet.
no?
Yeah. So we have to make a count for Atletico de Madrid players with yellow card. So Musso, Lenglet, Koke, Nahuel Molina.
Yeah,
Remember, the only Barca player with yellow card is
Baena.
Fermin, who is off right now.
Oh no, sorry.
Baena too. So, well, guys, I have to say, I have to admit, and just very quickly, Pablo,
Yes.
I admit that what you say, that in modern football, with frames football, this in the photo can be read. But
Yeah.
I think that you give the key at the beginning of your opinion that if you played football once, you know that it's impossible to not put that leg at the end of the action. So
Yes.
I think are not the same place, but just trying of thinking. Remember what happened, that action in the Clásico in Bernabeu, that was a penalty. Remember on Vinicius that the VAR called the referee and said the Barca defender put the boot in front of Vinicius.
Lamine.
It's like Vinicius shot the boot, but this was without the ball. That action is exactly the same, but the same finish is you cannot put the boot in other place when you shoot a ball. So for me,
I agree. I actually agree.
and it's fair. It's fair that this is not a red card, but I agree with what Pablo said. In modern football, with the frame, it can be a red.
It's a bit like, to draw the parallelism with basketball, like once the player has started the shooting motion, what is he to do if someone gets in his landing spot, if someone touches his shooting arm? In football, once a football player has started the motion of shooting, I would always consider the player coming in behind and putting his leg in front of him and then the player shooting, kicking his leg. I would always consider that a foul, because once you've started the shooting motion, what are you to do?
Yeah.
And there was all that controversy in the Espanyol-Mallorca game or Mallorca-Espanyol game, and I'm not going to get into that because, I don't want to get myself into trouble or anything. But the fact of the matter is, careful.
Lamine, go on, yeah.
Once a player has started shooting, or in this case Gerard Martin had already hit the ball, his leg is going to move forward and it's going to have to land somewhere. The Atleti player put his foot in there, challenging the ball, but he got in the way of Gerard Martin's landing spot.
Yes.
Therefore...
Yeah. He's technically, he has to accept that can happen, right?
Yeah. Anyway, Barca need to take advantage of this.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't mind those being given as yellows, can I just say. I think that's much more natural for how football should be played. I really do. And I think I'm just upset that they're usually given as reds, you know what I mean? Rashford now. Remarkably, we've got through 10 minutes of the second half. Not much football's been played. Here is Rashford once more. Good switch. There's a space. Lamine Yamal. And look at Pedri, by the way. Lamine, does he use him? Thought about it. Goes for goal. He's just looking for that half a yard, isn't he, Lamine, to get his shot away. Musso kicks long. Koubarsi deals with it like an absolute veteran defender. Pedri with the armband on now for this second half. This is Eric Garcia. Pedri again. Glides past Baena. Still Pedri. Wide now for Rashford. Got Cancelo in support. Rashford through a gap. Easy for Giuliano to get back in. But Atleti only able to clear out for a throw-in.
By the way, the fact that there's no Koke and no real defensive midfielder here for Atletico de Madrid could make it a glorious second half for Pedri. By the way, the player in question, Gerard Martin, the player who had his red card rescinded. So far, 39 touches, 32 successful passes, 3 total clearances, has had no interventions, no recoveries so far.
Okay. Eric. That's going to fall here to Bernal. Can you imagine a Bernal goal here? Cancelo.
I can't, because he only scores a Spotify Cup now.
Cancelo's cross. Eric.
Did he keep it in?
Remarkably reached it, yeah.
I think he did, yeah.
I think that's the right decision from the linesman. Lamine, Olmo, in.
Play it
wide
back.
Corner.
By the way, we never got to talk. And sorry.
Go on.
Wait a minute. Our lineup's completely wrong.
But Ant's on the lineup.
I never got to change it because of all the confusion with the red cards. Sorry.
Sorry,
audience.
you know what happened? The second half started, Robert, we went down to 10 men ourselves.
Yeah, and then back to 11. Hang on. So I did update it in our Excel. I just never hit the update button here. Now that should be fine. And we never discussed, and we will after this corner kick, the Ferran substitution.
Yes. Pedri in. Big chance.
Oi!
And he tried to catch out Musso at the near post, who got a touch. Did he?
No.
Yeah, but
Goal kick.
this is no. It's gonna. Yeah, Musso touched the ball when it was outside.
When it was out.
already.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Just on the Ferran substitution.
Guys, let me say.
You go. Okay.
No, the 4 players that are warming up for Barca. Sorry, 5 players. Jules Koundé, Marc Casado, Gavi, Alejandro Balde, and Robert Lewandowski.
Okay. Cancelo, close there. Hang on.
Molina. Nice from Molina. Atleti can just open up the pitch a bit here if they play this well. They didn't got a bit of a mud already there, Ruggieri and Griezmann. They've managed to manoeuvre things though. Ruggieri wants more. Griezmann. Barca trying to keep that line in check. Almada. Or Abel Vargas rather. Switch is pretty wayward really. Ruggieri keeps it in play but to no avail. Robert.
The Ferran substitution, just very quickly. I think that Hansi did detected that
offside. So now the sub can be made.
Offside, and now the substitution is in. Jules Koundé. Remember, he was injured in the second leg of the semi-finals against Atletico Madrid just a month ago. And well, of course, today we lost Araujo, we lost Bernal, but we have Koundé back, and maybe we can have also Alejandro Balde back. Marc Bernal is just walking just in front of me, and he seems to be very worried.
Yeah.
Not in pain, but he seems to be worried.
Yeah. Like, head down. Not encouraging signs.
All we can do is hope, eh? All we can do is hope, and we can, of course, hope at the same time for De Jong's recovery to speed up too. Rashford, glorious. Past Molina. Stopped by Lenormand.
And the 3 substitutions on Atletico Madrid, guys. I don't know if you comment this, but Jimenez, Sorloth, Morcillo in, Griezmann, Juliano Baena out. So I think it's a clear message of Giuliano Simeone that he wants Juliano to rest, he wants Griezmann to rest, 2 players that maybe will start the game next Wednesday, and no minutes this game for Juliano.
Yeah, or Lookman so far. So yeah, I think you're right, Mark. That's still a Simeone who is just reserving a few of his star players, maybe. Oh, I hate those free kicks. Just waited for the contact and collapsed. 63 minutes played then, and there's still not going to be any minutes here for neither Julian nor Lookman.
No, because Atletico are going to make their final sub, yeah?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
By the way, round of applause for Koundé, who's come back from injury. Let's give it up for Jules Koundé, the hero of last season's Copa del Rey.
Yeah, brilliant, I think, Robert, to have him back, by the way. I think also for the way we play, him going forward, he's vital. He really is vital, so I'm delighted for that.
Well, and seeing how things are going, we're probably going to need Eric as a central midfielder.
Correct, exactly.
Oh, the pass by Pedri.
Ferran. All of a sudden it opens up for Barca. Ferran, a little bit behind Lamine, but he recovers it. Still Lamine Yamal. Looks inside. Lamine. Back one way, then the other. Lamine Yamal. Finds the pass to Cancelo. Bit of space for the Portuguese fullback. João Cancelo. Deflection. Rashford's offside, isn't he? No, he's not.
Flag kept down.
Lamine. Olmo in there. Jimenez. Strong in the way. Eder Garcia now. Barca are going to need to keep up a relentless pressure, I think, at this stage of the game. A relentless pressure just to keep Atleti pinned in. Pedri. Cancelo. Inside to Pedri once more. Ferran to Olmo.
Oh, there we go.
And now Cancelo. Can he get his shot away? Superb defending by Jimenez.
Nice little link-ups from Barca on the edge of the box here.
Guys, I think it's Lookman to go in. Oh, yeah, I missed one substitution. I thought that Atletico...
It's
oh, be careful.
Corner taken short here. Oh, watch out, Pedri!
Hey!
Oh.
Someone went down at the
It's
far
not a
post.
penalty on
Koundé
Koundé.
went down at the far post.
It's not a penalty on Koundé. It's not a penalty. The ball was direct to the far post for Koundé, and he was grabbed on by an Atletico de Madrid player.
Is this a Getafe situation all again?
I think that VAR can go in.
Well, I don't think
Yeah, but the difference is that
They're
the
grabbing
ball was
each
very
other,
high.
I think.
Now the ball was...
I think it's going to take a bit more for the referee, having rescinded the Gerard Martin red card,
Nothing.
to give a penalty. I think Koundé, to be fair, was also grabbing Lenormand. It was one of those, we're grabbing each other here. But Koundé wasn't ahead.
Corner then for Barca after all of that. Taken short to Pedri. And now Cancelo. Here is Lamine Yamal. Cancelo's made the overlapping run.
Oh, there
That's
we
who's
go.
going to get the ball. João Cancelo to the back post. Heads go up. It finds Ferran
Oh,
Torres.
Musso, what a
Musso
save.
in the way. Atleti player gets there first, and it's Atleti who clear.
I was sure that was in. By the way, I am loving Cancelo's contributions to this game.
What a ball by Pedri. Olmo's in. Vital defending by Jimenez. He can ask for cramp. He wasn't fouled. Corner. Yes. He's producing again, Robert.
Cancelo's producing again, and as I said earlier on, the fact that Atletico de Madrid have no defensive midfielder here because of the absences they already had, the substitution of Koke, this makes it just a football party for Pedri.
Yes, so much of the ball for him. Taken short again, the corner. Now Lamine. Good tackle by Almada. Read it well and can bring Atleti clear here. Deep down the line, Garcia will do well to intervene, and intervene very well and very coolly did indeed. Garcia now can swing it over to Rashford, and Barca can come again.
Right. Well, guys, it's all good, but it's all still tied.
Still
1-1.
yeah.
So give me some blue and red hearts. Let's push for Barca here.
Gets away from Lamine Yamal. Red and blue hearts in the chat, people. Get them in there. Barca now approaching the midway point of the second half. And it's going to be Seydou who's the final Atleti player on here.
Yeah, no, it's not Lookman, it's Seydou. So definitely Pablo, as we said, both together. No Julian and no Lookman in today's game. Remember that also Johnny Cardoso is out due to suspension and also injury. Llorente due to suspension. So definitely Cholo Simeone wants to keep those two key players out of minutes today. And I don't know how do you see the game right now, guys, but here what I say is that Barca has a great option to put a big distance between Real Madrid and the team in the standings.
No,
I mean, there's time enough to make the comeback, and I think that the league is playing right now.
The way that things are going, our predictions are totally in play here, but Atletico de Madrid aren't going to give up easy.
Of course, this is still 1-1. This is still completely in the balance. I still don't think we've had a clear-cut chance since the red card. Not a golden chance here. The Ferran one's probably the closest we've come.
I'm also curious, how have they rejigged this now? Because they've taken a centre-back off.
I brought Seydou on. They're in a 4.
Okay, so
they're in a 4-4-1.
Okay, so yeah, with Langlais on the pitch, they were like 5 at the back.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Okay,
And 2 youngsters, by the way, 2 players from the B team in midfield.
Morcillo and Seydou, yeah.
Here's Pedri. Wide now for Rashford, who's been bright so far tonight. Marcus Rashford now inside. Pedri waiting. Olmo makes the darting run. Pedri shuffles it wide here for Eddie Garcia. Cutting past to Koundé. Left for Lamine. Gliding from Lamine. Can he get a cross in? No, because Jimenez was with him all the way there at the touchline. And Atleti have won themselves a throw, and they'll take
about
that
those
bit of
2 young
rest
players, guys. Seydou and Morcillo, let me comment something that the second team of Atletico de Madrid B, or Atletico Madrileño, is coached by Fernando Torres, and he's performing a quite good competition in the 3rd division of Spanish football, close to be maybe the next season in the 2nd division.
Oh, there you go. What about that for a take from Olmo, by the way? Olmo's in! Remarkable save by Musso.
Again.
The take from Olmo, by the way, was sensational. The little ball to Ferran, point blank range, looked a certain goal. Musso on the way. Cancelo! Over. Corner. Took an affection.
Can we take a look at that again? Ferran denied twice already by Musso today.
Yes. Oh, yeah, yes, he has been. 20 minutes in, I completely agree with what you were saying, both of you. League in play here. Golden chance for Barcelona not only to beat a direct rival, of course, psychologically over the next few weeks, but also laid out a huge marker. Chance to go 7 points clear tonight. Remember, people. Corner taken short yet again from Barca. Rashford. He's got all that space down the line. Go for it. You got him all ends up. You don't. Good tackle. Vital tackle.
Mark, can you remind me of who's warming up?
Now some changes. Rooney, Bardaggi, Casado, Gavi, Lewandowski and Balde.
Okay. Plenty of names. Cancelo's cross. Koundé coming round the back. Cleared by Ruggeri. Eddie Garcia up. Atleti clear. Lamine. All the way back to Juan Garcia.
And we have 1 window of substitutions with 2 to make, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, question, guys. Who else would you like to see in this second half? Option 1, Lewandowski. Option 2, Gavi. Option 3, Rooney. I'd like to see Lewandowski. I'm just not sure who you take off.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Because Olmo's playing spectacular. Rashford's got speed down the left.
Maybe you take Eric off and you play Olmo next to Pedri.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Now that you're a man up.
Bring Ferran back.
Yeah. Gerard Martin. Throw in.
You definitely need to go attacking.
I'd like to see both Lewandowski and Rooney. I'd maybe watch out for Gavi in this game. It's quite fierce. It's funny.
It's the kind of game that
it is sort of.
If you had a 100% Gavi, it's the exact kind of game you want him in.
It is correct. Yeah. Sorlot takes that down, by the way. Good defending by Eddie Garcia. You got the option of Balde, of course, too, but I think Cancelo I like at fullback. Actually,
Cancelo's having a spectacular game. I would not take him off.
I agree.
I mean, Cancelo, Olmo, Pedri, Lamine, they're all playing well.
Yeah. Maybe he's got one left, and it's bringing Lewandowski on for Eddie Garcia, and you put Lewandowski and Ferran in up top. You've got Pedri and Olmo behind them, right? And then on the wings you've got Lamine and Rashford. You pretty much go 4-2-4 almost.
Yeah. Or go 3 at the back.
Yep.
Flick has done that in the past, hasn't he, Matt? Go 3 at the back, especially playing against 10. Take a defender off and bring on an extra attacking player.
Yeah, last season he did it in the game against Benfica, and that amazing comeback. And I don't remember also in Metropolitano that comeback that day. I don't remember if also we played some minutes in this tactic.
Oh, that save by Musso. Was it with his face? Oh no, shoulder.
I thought it was going in anyway after the contact, by the way. I thought he tucked it into his own corner. But still no way through for now.
Still no way through. The scorers still Giuliano and Marcus Rashford, the 2 goals that stand at the moment.
So, finally poised this one. Pedri now. Rashford. Inside to Pedri. Get it to Lamine Yamal. That's what Barca will be thinking. He's peels wide here. You can see him there. Ruggeri's got a relentless task to try and keep a hold of the 18-year-old. This is Gerard Martin now to Rashford. Barca still unable to find their goal after going a man up. Theo. Ruggeri. Inside to Vargas. Theo's made a run around the back, and he might well receive this, although Kouassi is over there and over there ever so well.
I know we're playing against 10 men, but careful with throwing everything forward, because this is obviously a talented team. This is a team with a striker who has a good record of scoring against us. Yeah. And hey, with Real Madrid having dropped all 3 points, a point is still a point. We need to go for the win, yes. Yeah. Let's not just leave ourselves too exposed.
I agree. Lamine usually gets those right. Rashford,
there we go.
Glorious touch to Lamine. And then he nearly fed Ferran. And he's furious that he couldn't get on the end of the pass. Well, Rashford's been linking up well tonight. He would say that was sharp from him again. Yeah, I agree, Robert. Of course, a point here means that in a weekend where we play Atleti and a weekend in which Madrid play Mallorca, we gain a point on them. Remember, 8 games to go after this one is played tonight. So there's still there's not much football left in play. So it would still feel like a boost for Barca, but with the chance, of course, for Barca to go 7 clear, and against the team who've been under 10 men since the half-time whistle, it does feel like a chance.
It's flown by this second half, by the way,
yeah.
and there was a lot of confusion at the beginning of it. It's just been quite a weird second half.
Yeah, we should have a good chunk added on though, hopefully.
Okay, so subs are going to be made.
Lewandowski's going to come on. Guys.
Gavi, no?
Levy and Gavi, eh?
Wow. Oh, brilliant defending, by the way, there out of nowhere. Kouassi.
Yeah, following Pau Kouassi. And yeah, definitely Gavi will come in. Remember that he only played almost 15 minutes in the game against Sevilla. It was the game that he came back. So it will be the second game this year for Gavi. Remember that he only played a few minutes in the first game against Mallorca and the second against Levante. And also Robert Lewandowski, who last season scored the first goal in that comeback.
I think Rashford's off there, maybe.
Yeah, he looked at it, didn't he? It was play on for now. Seydou can get it clear.
Or
Theo.
With those subs, I think Flick goes 3 at the back. My prediction: Flick goes 3 at the back. Maybe Gerard Martin is the one to come off because of the yellow, and then Eric and draws Olmo back.
Very attacking subs, by the way. Very attacking subs from Hansi Flick, who I think that's a Flick saying, this is a chance. This is a chance for my team in the league.
If we go 3 at the back and Gavi comes on as well, he doesn't really need to draw Olmo back. He's just adding on an extra forward.
True. Correct, yeah. That seems like a smart choice then, doesn't it? Here is Olmo inside to Rashford. Gerard Martin. All will be made clear in a few moments' time.
I do wonder with Pedri and the minutes as well. But we'll find out now. Mark.
Yeah, no, not for the moment because
No,
Koundé
okay.
the ball. So in the next play.
Lewandowski gearing up. I mean, what a tale it would be if he is to come on and win this for Barca. Done it so many times, hasn't he, since his signing. Koundé now. Ferran. Pedri. Left for Lamine Yamal. What's he got up his bag?
There you go!
Rashford's in!
Oh no!
No one was there to tap it in.
Offside,
He was
offside.
Anyway, it was off anyway.
Offside. Very quickly, substitutions. Eric is out. Eric is out, and the other one is Rashford.
Okay.
So we have
so he
to
didn't go, so
put also the players right down the pitch. Your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ferran on the left. Ferran on the left.
Varane
Yes.
to the left, I guess. Gavi Fedic is natural. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's not. He's rejected a little bit, but not that
And
much.
Gavi.
Okay.
No, Gavi at the midfield. Gavi as a
Yeah.
6. Gavi playing as a holding midfielder.
Yeah, yeah. Gavi Pedri, Lamine, Olmo, Ferran, Lewandowski.
Where does Eric go?
Eric's taken off.
So it's
Oh,
obvious
sorry,
that
of course.
Hansi Flick goes for the win.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely going for the win, Hansi Flick.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Ferran has indeed peeled wide left. Yeah. Olmo.
Okay, so with that said, I have to ask.
Koundé. Lamine. Gavi now on the ball for Barca. Leaves it for Lamine Yamal. Koundé. Lamine. Koubarsi to Gavi.
Atletico have given up on just trying to steal the ball away from Barca.
They have.
Like,
Oh, this is good football, Robert. Olmo. Lamine. Koundé's waiting. Laid back to Olmo. Can you get your shot away? Quite a few bodies in the way now. Lamine Yamal. All very intricate in there. Barca need a runner in behind. Lamine. Yeah, very intricate in there. Very tight.
Very tight. It's all very tight.
Olmo. Pedri. Shuffled back here to Gavi. Olmo once more. This is Lamine Yamal. Just over 10 to play at the Metropolitano. Lamine. 2 Atleti players went for it. Falls to Pedri. Lamine Yamal. Outside of the book. Lewandowski. And cleared away.
Right, I'm forced to ask, who will score Barca's next goal in this game, and will it be the winner? Will it be option 1, Lamine Yamal, option 2, Lewandowski, option 3, Ferran? I'd like to see Ferran make it the third time as a charm. With 10 minutes to go, it's 1-1. Who will score the next goal?
I'm going to go Lamine Yamal winner, Robert. Come on.
Okay, yeah,
Come
I like
on.
it. I like
a special Lamine Yamal night. Come on.
Mark?
I will go with Lewy. It's time for
Yes.
number 9.
Split opinions.
I like it.
Go, Lamine.
Lamine. Olmo. Space to shoot. Blocked.
Have you seen the amount of
Shirts.
Atleti players that are in there?
It is quite incredible. And credit to them. Almada's putting an absolute shift here at right wing back, essentially. What's practically a back 8 for Atleti when they sit in.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect them to be able to get far up the pitch there, would you? Lewandowski. Gavi. Asking to switch it. They need to get it to Lamine Yamal. Koundé. Here is Lamine. Pedri. Look at Gavi. Instead he finds Koundé. Lewandowski!
Oh! Jimenez.
He was
An offside.
By the way, I know we're still away from it. Surely there's a good chunk of added time, no?
Well, the whole Gerard Martin situation, how long did that take?
Yeah, exactly 5 minutes now. Bit less.
Yeah, at minimum 2 minutes, and all the substitutions. I think at least 4 or 5, at least 5 minutes minimum with the subs.
Oh, come on, minimum 5.
With that
Yeah,
VAR action.
I'm hoping for 6 or 7, man.
But it depends if we score before, Pablo. If we score before, maybe no other time it would be fair.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Still 1-0 here then. Just over 8 to play. The 10 men of Atleti for now holding up. Simeone has withdrawn and held back a lot of his cards, thinking about midweek. For now, he's going to be able to snatch a draw out of this game. But there's still Plenty of football to be played. Gerard Martin. Switch towards Lamine, intercepted by Ruggeri.
It's so nice to see Gavi out there.
It is,
looking
isn't it?
fresh.
Almost strange. Atleti in the way again. How far up the pitch can they get though? It's too easy to glide past. Koundé though again though.
It's just that Sorlot's got so long to run. If Atleti ever do get the ball back, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say it because
then he'll get on the end of one.
Then he'll get on the end of one, but
yeah, almost a hopeless task from up front right now. Koundé, Olmo. Come on, Barca. We need to start churning out chances here. Lamine. You can see, can't you, that Cancelo's essentially acting as left wing. Ferran's gone more central.
Yeah.
Here is Cancelo. Joao Cancelo beats his man. Brilliant from Cancelo.
Go for Ferran!
Oh!
Another one.
I mean, I have to give credit to Cancelo. He's been excellent again. He really has. Beats his man, all ends up. The pullback's brilliant too. He needs to go left foot there, doesn't he, Ferran?
Maybe. Or just quick flick instead of trying to control the ball.
Yeah. Either way, here come Barca again then.
He's been on the end of 3 great chances here, Ferran. Oh, Pedri.
Lovely from Pedri. Simeone there cheering on Murcio. Get the ball back, get it playing again. Good Pedri.
Go, go, go. What can we ask the fans for? Can we ask for flags?
Yeah.
Give me your flags.
Wave people.
Your flags.
Come on, culers. Pedri. Pedri. There's the space. Space for the right man too. Lamine Yamal. One way then the other. Still Lamine. Olmo.
3 players that jump at him. And he's still quick to release the ball.
Dani Olmo. This time it's Gavi bursting into the box. Lamine's cross. Easy for Jimenez to clear. He's been good since coming on. He's marshaled the back line well. Olmo once more then. Loads of the ball for the Barca number 20. Cancelo. Still Joao Cancelo. So clever to Ferran. Back to Cancelo. Who, by my books, I think is going to be getting my top 3 player ratings tonight.
He's definitely in my top 3. I was thinking that.
Not for the first time since re-signing, by the way.
Nope.
Very smart addition indeed. Kubarsi. Pedri.
Yay!
Got a bump, didn't he, from Seydou? No advantage play though, and Ruggeri wins it back.
And this is what you don't want, because
maybe now
2 against 3.
Oh, Gerard Martin missed it. Sorlot couldn't take it.
See?
That's what you're talking about, Roy, isn't it? That and a right take by Sorlot.
It's so fast. So fast, Joan Garcia. So fast.
5 minutes to go.
Lamine. Olmo. Cleared by Ruggeri once more.
He's so tough to get past that line. It's just a thick layer of red and white.
Look at Gavi throwing his head on there, and he wins a free kick by doing just that. The Atleti players are furious. That's what you get for winning it first. Just 5 minutes to go. This second half has zapped by, hasn't it, Robert? It's just got away.
It has. It has absolutely. It's flown by.
Lamine. Jules Koundé. Pedri. Now Lamine Yamal once more. Lamine, and it's wayward. It's wayward indeed for Barca.
Right, Barca members, give me the emoji of the player you think will score the winner here. Remember last year, Maribral, minutes in which Barca scored the winning goals, because it was 2-2 last year, and we're approaching that time.
Yeah, and not only last season in this stadium, also this season we made it. For example, in Levante's field. Remember all the games that we did it. But yeah, last season, Lamine Yamal scored at the 92 and Ferran at the 94.
There you go. And Lamine Yamal with a bit of help.
Of a Gallagher, I think, no?
I don't remember the exact player. Definitely went off of an Atleti player. Yeah. It counts. It most definitely counts.
Bit of space here for Olmo then.
Go Danny. Special performance from him as well.
Yes. Lamine. Switches on. Space is over on this side, isn't it? That's where Pedri's waiting. And he has Cancelo in support. Cancelo with options in the box. He beats his man again. Joao Cancelo. He beats him another time. Cancelo. Lewandowski! Talk about bizarre ways to score a goal. Cancelo again in the heart of everything good Barca have done. The celebration from Fermin to Cancelo says it all. It's been your game, Joao. But Lewandowski, right place, right time, as he's done his whole career. Hits off him. We don't know how. We don't care. The pole steers Barca towards a 7-point lead at the top of La Liga. Atletico de Madrid 1, Barca 2.
We've been praising Joao Cancelo's performance all night long, and he zigzags, shoots. No offside off of the shot. Musso gets a touch on it. It bounces off of Lewandowski. It's not going to be the best goal of his career. It enters the ranking of some of the most decisive ones, though.
Oh, yes, it does. He won't care. Barca won't care. We've got our vital goal. And what bizarre circumstances. Nothing bizarre about Cancelo's football. He's just been brilliant. Lewandowski almost off the Barca badge. Cushions it in with his heart. And look at the reaction from the Barca bench. My goodness me.
Pablo, are we doing it?
Let's do it.
We pop the net like Lewandowski.
Dovski.
El marcaría dentro un bosque. Bosque. Dale el balón que lo enrosque. Rosque. We pop the net like Lewandowski.
Dovski.
Yeah, Lewandowski. And yeah, Joao Cancelo.
Just wonderful. Where was Marc Brau for that goal?
Marc Brau predicted that Lewandowski was going to be the scorer.
Yeah, and three of us predicted that the final score could be the 1-3, and we are very close. So guys, as you said, it's not the prettiest goal in Lewandowski's career. It's not the most difficult one. I don't really know which part of his body touched the ball, but it's one of the most important ones. In the same goal where he scored last season, the 2-1, starting the comeback. Right now, it's been the 10th comeback this season. Barca 9 times this season win a game after losing that. And now Robert Lewandowski scoring his 17th goal this season, the 12th in La Liga, and his 118 goal with Barca, one more than Patrick Kluivert in the ranking history. So it's very close to reach the other one. So, to reach Patrick Kluivert, who scored 121. So one more goal than Risto Stoichkov right now. Lewandowski, 118. One of the most important. Right now, Barca 7 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standings. And in 5 seconds, we will know how many added time we will have. So 3, 2, 1, and then 6 minutes. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes to get a win that can be a key win in La Liga.
Not surprising. Not surprising
it's fair.
that there was 6 minutes. I think it's fair. I think it's fair
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Let's take a look at the Flick reaction, by the way, after the Lewandowski goal.
Oh, there he is.
There it is.
He almost couldn't believe it popped in off it. Could he? But there you go. It's Moses saying, I need that win for my birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. There we go. There we go.
A Lewandowski goal.
And it's an edit says, I want to sleep and also celebrate. What time is it where you're watching us from, and Anna edits?
I think Anna Edits came on and said at half time it was about 1:30 a.m.
Oh.
You got 6 minutes, then you can sleep.
Well, celebrate a bit first.
Yes. And we've got the highlights today, Robert, too.
Oh,
so
we have got the highlights. Stay tuned, because there's a lot to talk about. Mainly that we are league leaders by 7 points, and that this is a very important win if we end up sealing it. Cancelo.
This guy's been unbelievable. That run from Cancelo sums everything up today. And Barca are in here. Koundé gets his cross run. Cancelo has been simply brilliant. He really has. Gliding forward, bursting forward through the heart of the Atleti team.
Mark, this is Lewandowski's how manyth goal in La Liga?
Sorry, this season? 12. 12 in La Liga.
12. Okay, so I can't use this graphic, Pablo, because it's not updating.
Yes.
Oh.
I have to wait till full time, yeah.
Wouldn't it be handy?
All more way. Seydou. Barca players all over him. Gavi was there, and Gavi was fouled, and Gavi is in agony. Oh dear. And I'll tell you what, Gavi is not happy at all as well. I think Gavi doesn't just want a card there. Hannah says it's already 2:30 and I've got school tomorrow.
Oh, no.
School on a Sunday?
Well, yeah, in certain countries, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
okay. He does get caught by the way there, Gabby. The
He
top
does,
of the studs.
top of the studs, yeah.
Those hurt.
Yeah, because it's more of a scrape.
Oh yeah.
Stay with us after the game, guys. We have the highlights.
And I'm excited to hear the reactions as well, by the way,
yeah.
from the Metropolitano. All of the protagonists, of course, with us here and with Marc Brau pitch side. This is Lamine. Koundé. Pedri.
Hey.
Seydou's being seen
Seydou's,
out.
he's been late to everything. This is what the standings look like now, by the way, guys. Give me some blue and red hearts for that. Give me some blue and red hearts for that, because we love it.
Oh, this is so big, Robert, if we hold on to this, by the way, in these 3 minutes. This is so big for the season. It really is. This could be one of those perfect weekends.
8 games to go, 24 points to be played. If we end this game with the win, secure it first, we would be 7 clear of Real Madrid, having to play against them.
He's bought that foul off Cancelo. And Simeone's got involved. He's practically on the pitch. He's been booked.
Simeone doing the same as he did when he was a player.
Yeah.
Good player, but
Yeah.
a little bit, well.
Well, a chance for Atleti
Careful,
then.
yeah, careful here.
2 minutes of added time to play and a chance for them to swing the ball in the box. These sorts of situations are the ones that sort of cancel out the man advantage I always feel. Set pieces. Men up from the back. Barca will do well to marshal some of those bigger Atleti players. I think it's Molina who's over it. In by the Argentine. Ferran, vital header at the front post. Lamine, if Barca hurry, they're in. There's the switch.
And there's Levy.
Is he going to reach it? No, Musso. And we will take that, by the way. Musso, no chances. Clears it out for a throw-in. And ideal, really, for Barca to have a throw-in at this stage of the game. Right deep in the Atleti half. Musso will be gutted the way that the goal bounced off him and just bounced off of Lewandowski as well.
Do you want to see something relatively funny?
Please.
Amusing? Lewandowski stats: 4 touches, 3 passes, 1 shot, 1 goal. And the shot is really a ball that bounces off of his...
I'm not sure you can call that a shot, yeah.
No, exactly. There you
If
go.
there was a way to epitomise him, could be that.
Yep.
Is his career. Strange goals, some remarkably brilliant, some genius, some a lot like that.
Yeah.
Switch from Olmos.
I mean, he's had some tremendous goals, tremendous headers, great finishes. This one, just right place, right time, really. As the Barca X account puts it, Levy, but do give some credit to Cancelo.
Guys,
yes.
Guys, this is stat again. I don't remember exactly the amount of comebacks last season, but 10 comebacks again this season.
Oh.
So, comeback team is back.
Double digits.
Comeback team is back. Do you like?
I like it. I like it.
Comeback team is back. Do you like this?
At the right time.
So, guys, remember that we will have reactions. We will talk with Barca players, with Hansi Flick too. Just analyze, because the referee said that it's end, that we won, and we are 7 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standings.
Come on! Barca do take that 7-point lead at the top of the table. Just 8 games to go now in La Liga. Lewandowski's late winner. The difference between the two sides. Simeone seething. This just the first of what we expect to be a thrilling trilogy of matches here. They're all going to Cancelo, and rightly so. He was simply marvellous. But Lewandowski will take the plaudits for his late winner. The Champions League awaits, but for now, Barca have laid down a real marker in La Liga. It ends at the Metropolitano. After all the drama, Atleti 1, Barca 2.
And there was much drama, Pablo Walls, in this 2-1 win at the Metropolitano, a win which puts us right now, let me get the graphic on the screen, 7 points ahead of Real Madrid in the standings with 8 games to go. That is 24 points to be played. The Barça fans at the Metropolitano are absolutely delighted. And Robert Lewandowski just joking there, going, hey, that's the goal. Scored with his chest, with his shoulder, whatever it was. A goal that is worth its value, like in gold, like we say. It's a highly valuable goal, the one that Robert Lewandowski scores off of a great Cancelo individual action. The team showed heart in the second half against an Atletico de Madrid team that defended for their lives in that second half with 10 men. They put up a valiant effort, but Barca ultimately came away with the win.
Robert, I think it's made me even more nervous for the Champions League games, I'm going to be honest. This game has just got an extra spice about it. It really does now. This is a fascinating few weeks we've got coming up. Tonight, though, for Barca, again, character. We showed it, we really did. And we showed it in abundance. That was not easy at all. 1-0 down there. I thought to get the goal before half-time was crucial. And then second half, the chaos, where we thought we'd have a man advantage. Gerard Martin gets sent off 30 seconds into the second half. It gets rescinded, and then we go on ourselves to win it late on. After all the huffing and puffing, Atleti, credit to them, without a lot of the starters, bringing on youngsters, defended ever so well. They stuck behind the ball. They defended brilliantly, but Barca just about. And when you've got someone like Lewandowski to bring off the bench, that's what happens. They can win you titles. An invaluable player to have in the squad. He gets the winner, and Barca now in a more than commanding position. As you can see there, guys, on your screens, 7 points clear with 8 games to go. Doesn't get much better than that, and still with a game against Madrid to play. So Barca know now, Madrid will know now, it's the Catalans who are in firm control of this title race.
Right, we have the highlights, we have reactions coming. Quick minute or two for us to take a deep breath, gather our thoughts, and we'll be back. Okay, stay tuned. Well, we're back, and as you saw on your screens right now, we're going to have the first reactions. Are we ready to show Madrid with Eric Garcia? Have we got it? Let's show it. Right, we're having some issues with the sound there, so let's see if we can get it solved. In the meantime, Pablo, how about we take a look at the highlights?
That's a good idea. That's a nice way to start, isn't it, the post-game show, especially for anyone who missed it.
Let's take a look at the highlights of this game between... Highlights, resume. Highlights of Atletico against Barça. This crucial win at the Metropolitano in the first of 3 games against Atleti. We'll get into the trilogy aspect of this. But obviously, Pablo, with the Mallorca win over Real Madrid earlier on, well, there was a golden opportunity here for Barca, and it was a tough game, but Barca managed to pull through.
Yeah, we did indeed. Just so important. The win, it's important. It simply can't be understated. It really can't. I just looked at that Griezmann chance. What a chance. And you'd back him 9 times out of 10 to score it. Then, Barca with Fermin had a few decent chances. We saw one saved there by Musso, and that one after one of the pieces of skill of the season by Lamine Yamal. The little nutmeg and the ball on the back was remarkable. Started to rack up a few more opportunities. This one from Lamine. Maybe the closest we came before the goal. Dinked it off the post. Just not quite finding the way through. And then Atleti themselves did get their goal, didn't they? And that really changed things up. The long ball there from Longley. Bit too easy maybe from a Barca perspective. Juliano clean through. Easy finish for him, really. Was never going to miss from there. And he celebrates as you'd expect. Against Barca. Takes it really well. And the finish was excellent too. But the reaction, wasn't it? It was the reaction that we love so much from Barca. This from Rashford. Give and go. Olmo back to him. Rashford through the legs. 1-1. Game on.
One of the key elements of the game, no doubt. The quick reaction from Barca after conceding. A good link up between Marcus Rashford and Dani Olmo. It's a completely different story if Barca head into half-time 1-0 down. The goal came quickly, and then the sending off came quickly there. There was a bit of confusion. It was a straight red ultimately for Nico, who already had a yellow, and it was a risky move by Simeone. We talked about it during the first half, having a non-left back guard, Lamine Yamal, and yes, he had to pay a heavy price for it.
Yeah, he certainly did. Rash challenge from Nico. He made a silly first yellow card with his handball, but as you say, it was given as a straight red anyway, so it was all irrelevant. This little jinking run from Lamine, by the way, we actually forgot about, really. What a brilliant little cameo that was from him.
Yeah.
And despite not getting a goal or assist tonight, Lamine was still present at all moments, as was Cancelo. His cross there to Ferran, who came on, this time denied by Musso. As you'd expect, Atleti camped in with 10 men, didn't they? But I think they still defended quite well. I think they actually managed to keep Barca out for a lot of the game. We did have a few chances. That another one for Ferran, by the way. Again, he kept doing this, and all of them fell to Ferran. Couldn't quite get the ball over the line.
I want to think that Ferran's goal is coming on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's the way I want to think about it.
Let's hope so. And then this from Robert. One way, then the other from Cancelo. Through a crowd, off Lewandowski and in.
Throwback to like the Dembele days, right? The left, right. Can't quite make out where I'm going. He's ambidextrous as well, Cancelo.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a great move by him. Fortunate bounce for Lewandowski, who's in the right place at the right time. And hey, I mean, you have to be there.
Yeah, you have to take that all day long. So Lewandowski, I mean, what a moment for him, Robert. That's exactly what we wanted when he came off the bench. Any sort of scrappy goal, he got it. What a goal. What a moment in our season. As this tweet says, we're 7 points ahead.
There we go. 7 points ahead in La Liga. And I think now we can listen to the first reactions. Are we okay with Eric Garcia? Eric Garcia with Maribel.
Next to one of the heroes of tonight's win here at Metropolitano, estem al costat d'Eric Garcia. Eric, què tal? Bona nit.
Bona nit.
Un partit aquí al Metropolitano contra un rival com l'Atlètic, després d'aturada que sempre costa. Sabíeu que el Madrid havia perdut molta pressió, remuntada, victòria. Quina manera, no?, d'apropar-vos al títol de Lliga.
Sí, està clar. Sabíem que seria un partit difícil. Teníem l'experiència del partit de Copa, no?, del que no havíem de fer. I bueno, crec que, tot i començar a perdre a la mitja part, òbviament el gol ens ha ajudat i hem pogut canviar un parell de coses que bueno, al final la segona part ens ha
sortir millor. És el que t'anava a comentar, segurament l'expulsió marca una mica el desenvolupament del partit, també que finalment no rebé la vermella el Gerard Martín, però per analitzar aquells moments on l'equip no ha estat bé, content de la reacció de l'equip després del gol encaixat, creus que aquest gol de l'empat demostra una mica la dinàmica que heu de seguir?
Sí, al final crec que tot i anar perdent havíem tingut un parell d'ocasions bones, sí que és veritat que ells ens estaven jugant més còmodes del que ens agradaria, però bueno, crec que hem d'estar contents, era una victòria molt, molt important.
Ara serà una altra història a la Champions, no? Però és una bona manera, no? Començar aquesta sèrie de partits contra ells, també a nivell moral, en portar-vos aquest primer partit.
Sí, està clar, al final nosaltres avui sabíem el que havíem de venir a fer, independentment que ells aquest partit li volguessin treure importància o no, era molt important per nosaltres, més després del resultat d'aquesta tarda.
Let me ask you the last question in English, Eric. How important is for the league this win? Of course, 7 points ahead of Real Madrid, 8 games remaining, but what does it mean for the team, this win today?
It's a massive win for us, the first of the 3 games we have against them, but of course the first one, this one that was the most important, in the league, especially after the Madrid defeat today. Now we have 7-point advantage, which is a good gap, and I think we should be happy and we should be ready for Wednesday.
Enhorabona. There was Eric Garcia commenting also the situation in LaLiga, but also the game and how the faith of Barça made the team also the effort to make another comeback. I'm very happy with the first win against Atletico Madrid in the series of 3. Now, next Wednesday, next battle.
Like Mar said before, 10th comeback of the season. Last year we had a series of comebacks as well, so this team has shown faith time and time again. Late win at the Metropolitano last season in La Liga, late win this year at the Metropolitano. Today the element of the Madrid defeat earlier on, I don't know how much that played into the mindset of the players, adding an extra sense of urgency into this game. Also having to play with the element of the trilogy, which we talked about as well. I'm sure some of the decisions that didn't go Atletico's way today are going to be talked about in the coming days in trying to heat up the first leg of the Champions League. But I don't think ultimately, if you look at it with a cool head, that Atletico can feel hard done by. It's a clear second yellow at least for Nico, and we talked extensively about the Gerard Martin red card being rescinded. Gerard gets to the ball, in the follow through, his foot lands on Almada's ankle, but what are you to do once you've hit the ball? Your foot needs to land somewhere. Going back to football, or going back to Madrao, No? Okay. No? Okay. Going back to football, I thought Barca showed some great things in the second half. Madrao was with Dani Olmo.
And I advanced my votes. For me, the MVP of the match. I advanced my votes. Next to al costat de Dani Olmo. Dani, quin partidàs, quina victòria. Està que sabeu que el Madrid havia perdut, però clar, això també us feia saber que si guanyàveu, la Lliga podia estar molt a prop i l'equip ha afrontat el partit d'una manera increïble.
Sí, és una victòria molt important, no només perquè ens posa encara més líders, però també per l'últim partit que vam jugar aquí, i jo crec que estem contents, hem aconseguit l'objectiu que era guanyar, i ara concentrats per el dimecres, que serà un partit totalment diferent.
Evidentment, ara analitzarem també tot el que pugui passar d'aquí a dimecres. Aquesta ha estat la primera batalla, però no sé si esteu especialment satisfets per com l'equip s'ha reposat després de l'1-0 amb la teva jugada amb el Marcus Rashford, evidentment l'expulsió marca, però content també de com l'equip, quan semblava trontollar, s'ha refet novament?
Sí, sempre, no és la primera vegada que ho fem, o sigui, hem tingut la calma necessària, el ritme adequat per seguir jugant a la nostra idea, i després les ocasions han acabat arribant i els gols també. Al final ells a la segona part han anat una miqueta enrere, amb el jugador menys, però nosaltres hem seguit amb la mateixa idea, de la mateixa manera, i al final hem aconseguit marcar amb aquest gol de Robert, i o sigui, contents. Ara
es parlarà molt de si la Lliga ja està més o menys a prop, evidentment l'equip tindrà el cap fred, però fins a quin punt li dones valor al fet de tenir aquests 7 punts d'avantatge després del que ha passat aquest cap de setmana?
No, és important, però encara no està fet. O sigui, és algo bo que depenem de nosaltres mateixos, això ho sabem i ho sabien des de fa temps, o sigui que estem tranquils i partit a partit.
Et faig l'última, Dani, un altre recital avui jugant en totes les posicions, primer de nou, després al mig del camp, després també d'interior. No sé fins a quin punt també estàs satisfet amb el partit que has fet, has estat també a prop de marcar, com et valores?
Sí, estic content, al final són posicions en la que em sento molt molt bé, molt còmode, i jugar amb aquests companys, amb aquests jugadors és molt fàcil també. O sigui que el míster em coneix a la perfecció, sap on puc fer el millor per l'equip, i avui ha sigut un bon partit, o sigui que seguim.
Enhorabona, Dani. The words of Dani Olmo saying in Catalan that he's very proud of the team and also very happy with his performance, and also commenting that he used to play in many positions, and Hansi Flick knows very well his strongs in every position on the pitch, and also saying that nothing's done, but it's important also the difference, 7 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standings, but also the same as Eric Garcia, maybe it has to be for sure the message of all the squad, that next Wednesday will be absolutely different.
There we go, and another look at the highlights of this game. By the way, Dani Olmo, 1 assist in this game, 5 final third entries, 1 recovery, 35 successful passes, 55 touches, one of the candidates for player of the game. No doubt, I thought he had an outstanding performance. Mark said he's going to vote him for player of the match. Olmo, who said, hey, I'm ready to play wherever.
Yeah.
It's just easy to play with these teammates.
Yeah, and that ball from Lamine, I think, explains the point he's making.
Yeah.
Just genius, wasn't it, that little pass? And I'm having a little scroll through our socials as well here, Robert. And that pass from Lamine Yamal is certainly making the rounds. I'll tell you that for free on social media. Glorious from him. But Olmo is a player who is going to be big at this stage. And I'll tell you what, we've got more interviews.
Let's take a look at the interview with Hansi Flick. Marbrau.
Yeah, we will have time to watch the highlights because we are next over coach with Hansi Flick. Hansi, how are you? Good evening. What a win. Another comeback after the international break is not easy in this stadium. So how do you evaluate these 3 points?
No, I'm very happy about these 3 points because I think it's so important. Was a difficult match with a lot of emotion and not easy to play. But at the end, I think also we deserve these 3 points.
I don't know if you're especially happy how the team was up after the goal received again. The same as we saw, for example, last season and many times this season, 10 comebacks this season. So I'm especially happy after the international break. Many time ago we played the last game. How the team react?
Of course, we have now in the LaLiga we have 9 matches now, 8 matches more. So at the end it's important. This is the season, or the end of the season is so important. Every game, every match. And I think now we have 7 points ahead, and this is a good thing. But on Wednesday, we have the next match against Atletico, and it will be really tough.
This was my next question. Of course, it will be a different story, Hansi, but what has to be the most important thing for the next days to prepare the next game?
Now we have to play our game. So I think everyone has to be positive. It's for me so important. We saw today, Lamine was a little bit angry when he left the pitch, but at the end it's like that. He wants to give everything, and I can totally understand that. But we have 3 days more to recover, 3 days more to prepare for the next match, and then we are playing at home.
Thanks and congrats.
You're welcome, thanks.
Our coach Hansi Flick commenting how good it is also for the players. As Lamine Yamal, he said he left the pitch a little bit angry because with his performance, remember that Hansi Flick always is thinking to be better and better. But very proud of the team, and also commenting this distance, 7 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standings. Nothing done, but very proud of the team, our coach.
Okay, Mark, from what I get, we're getting no more reactions, so why don't we quickly do player of the match? Yeah,
as I said before, for me, 3 points for Dani Olmo. He did not score any single goal. He did not do anything incredible. But the assist to Rashford, the way that he controlled the game in the number 9 position, in the midfield position, I think he was very strong today. And sometimes we have to give these 3 points also with that kind of players. I will give 2 points for Cancelo. We commented at the end of the game. He did not score any goal, but he was absolutely decisive in the action of the second goal, and I think he was very strong, playing also the defense, and he was a very offensive, important player today. And finally, we'll give 1 point to Marcus Rashford. It's a pity to not put Robert Lewandowski there, but I want also to congratulate the Englishman. What a play he did in the first half, scoring the first goal, one of the most important with the Barca shirt. So those are my votes: 3 for Olmo, 2 for Joao Cancelo, and 1 for Marcus Rashford. So guys, it's time to say goodbye, but for the next Tuesday, because I think that we will do build up with the last training session, with the press conference, and then also next Wednesday, Barca Live. Another battle, the second one, first leg of the quarterfinals Champions League against Atletico de Madrid, but the first one is for us.
See you during the week, Mark, for round 2 of Barça Atletico. Safe travels back. Pablito, while we watch the highlights,
yes,
let's go through our players of the match and then see if we have enough time to hammer home some of our points, some of our thoughts.
This is what I've gone for. This is what I've gone for here then. I've left out Olmo, which is very harsh, Robert. It is very harsh. And I feel bad about it. But I wanted to give my MVP to Cancelo because he's my MVP. And I've been doing this for a few weeks, actually, since he's come in at left-back. I think Atletico, I thought he was brilliant. There are a few games, maybe the near comeback against Atleti, actually. I thought he was marvellous again. 3 points for me, for him today. I've gone 2 for Lamine. I'm intrigued that Flick said Lamine went off a bit upset. That's the standards maybe in his game?
Probably because he didn't score.
Yeah.
Probably because he didn't score and felt like he didn't deliver.
Yeah. But I thought he was really good,
Oh,
Lamine.
he was exceptional.
You know what I mean? I think in terms of creating chances for Barca, getting forward, linking up with play, I thought he was excellent again tonight, Lamine Yamal. So, hey, if he's hungry for Wednesday, suits me. So, Lamine Yamal, you can keep that within you. And Rashford, who we see on our screen scoring here, I've given him a point. I think it was one of his better performances in a Barca shirt, especially since the turn of the new year tonight. A big night for him, I think. He's got an important month now with Rafinha out injured. Can he make that left wing spot his own? I think he didn't do himself any harm tonight.
And that's the red card for Nico at the end of the first half, which was definitely a pivotal moment. Quickly scan through my votes for player of the match. I agree.
Okay.
Joao Cancelo, before the action leading into the goal, we had already praised his level of play, how he gets forward, how he's a menace. He's the best attacking left or fullback that there is in the game, or one of the best that there is in the game. And today he was an absolute menace for Atletico de Madrid, and he grew in the game, creating opportunities for his teammates. I agree with you that Lamine Yamal was also an absolute menace. All that was left was for him to score. He hit the post. He had that one that he wiggled in between 3 or 4 defenders and managed to pull the shot up from the just inside the box, and it went wide. It's the amount of attention that he draws. He had towards the end of the game 2-3 defenders on him constantly, which opens up spaces for the rest. And I agree with Manu Bravo, and I think maybe 1 point is not enough. Dani Olmo's performance today was special in 3 different positions, linking up with his teammates, creating advantages every time. I thought Dani Olmo played very well. So, today...
I'm intrigued here.
It's Joao Cancelo.
Yeah, there you go. Can I say about Cancelo, when you see him on the ball, that is a player of such class and quality. I can't stress how many times when he comes inside from the left-back position, where he makes that little reverse pass, the weight on it is excellent. It really is. The weight on it is class. The way he controls and manoeuvres the ball, he fits into the Barca team like a glove. And I say credit to the staff behind the scenes who made that move to bring him in January.
Yeah,
it's proving to be a very good addition. It really is. It was questioned,
and he came in rusty as well. He did come in a bit rusty because you have to fit into a new system, new coach. He obviously knew some of the members of the team, but playing a different way.
Oh, 100%.
And partly because of the Balde injury, he's grown and had minutes, playing the full 90 in several games, and now he's showing us like how he can be a quality addition to this team from since January until the end of the season.
Doesn't Flick have a decision there to make, by the way? It's that left back. I mean, my goodness me. I think especially we'll have to wait and see what happens to Araujo and Bernal, but I think Koundé will come back in and take his right back spot quite nicely.
I think so.
I think Balde's got more of a challenge with the way Cancelo's played in the weeks that he's been gone. He's been remarkable, the Portuguese fullback. So now in April, Flick's got big calls to make. He really does. You know, which way does he go with this? It's up for the German coach. Thankfully, it's not what we'll have to deal with.
Right. And before all of the reactions and votes for player of the match, I was saying that I saw Barca do some positive things in attack today against an Atletico de Madrid team that, especially after the sending off, just kept putting players into their own box to try and impede Barca's attacks. At one stage there was like 2 clear lines of 4 with 8 players defending there, and Barca regardless managed to find some spaces, quick connections. Barca looked sharp with Dani Olmo in that creative spot. Obviously Atleti being one man down frees up a lot of space for Pedri as well. Lamine looked well. We're going to play against a different Atleti on Wednesday. I think they're going to try and heat things up leading into Wednesday. And but I think Barca would do well just to take a step back, and just observe. Just say, hey, say whatever you like. Say whatever you like. We'll be ready for Wednesday. Would you have said, Pablo Balls, that Barca took 22 shots today? I mean, I probably would have not.
No, didn't feel like 22. Didn't feel like 22.
8 on target.
I mean, what happened tonight, Robert, makes this tie, for me,
fascinating,
even fiery and even more fascinating than it already was. I think when you've got a trilogy like this, when you've got the league game and 2 Champions Leagues, it's already there's a lot of mind games. Barca will be happy they've got the first blow. The first blow is vital psychologically. Man who's being interviewed now by Enas said it before the game. But for Atleti, they'll feel aggrieved, I think, with the red card situation. They can have no complaints about Nico. They will. Gerard Martin, they can have more complaints if they want.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be talked about relentlessly from now until Wednesday.
Correct. So they
and not only from the Atletico de Madrid perspective, by the way.
Oh no. Maybe they'll be the quietest of voices. We know that they'll come in fiery, even more pumped up, and they'll be a different team. Llorente will be in there. Let's see if Cardoso makes it. Lookman and Alvarez, who were completely rested tonight, will be in there. Griezmann, Baena, who are taking off early, are likely to be in there. Juliano also got subbed off. So these are players who should be back in the figure for Wednesday night, and of course for the second leg too. But that first game is going to be fascinating. The fact that it's at the Spotify Camp Nou too, where Barca have been perfect so far this season, won every single game. It feels pretty much like it's been a fortress for us. We'll want to get the best result possible. But I think these next 2 games against Atleti, it could get chaotic. But I agree with your point, Robert. We've got to keep our heads. If they want to lose theirs, we have to let them do it. Let them self-destruct if they want to. We have to put them to the sword here on Wednesday night. Do our jobs, play our game. But can I just say, I think for neutrals especially, they're going to be brilliant watches. I really mean that. I think this is going to be a cracker. I think it's going to be an all-timer in the Champions League. I really do.
Let's take a look at the highlights one more time before we listen to Hansi Flick in the press conference, which will be any moment now. We need to save some energy as well for what's coming this week, Pablito.
Yes.
But, I mean, Atleti kept some of their weapons on the bench, getting them some extra rest heading into Wednesday. Of course, Atletico de Madrid's situation in La Liga right now, almost 20 points behind Barca. So they did not have a lot to play for. The full spot is fairly secure with Real Betis 12 points behind them. So you get why Simeone maybe saved Lookman, saved Julian Alvarez, didn't bring Sorloth on until the second half. Of course, he already had the absences of Johnny and Marcos Llorente. It's going to be a very different Atletico de Madrid on Wednesday. But today, in the first half, in the 11 against 11, you saw the identity of this team with a bunch of reserves.
Yeah, you did. To be fair, a point I always make about Atleti is they've got good depth.
Yeah.
They spend money, they sign players. They brought in, I think, 3 new players in January: Lookman, Mendonça and Obed Vargas. So they're not afraid to spend. And they spent a good amount of cash, over 50 million in January alone. They're one of the few teams in Spain who are still doing that. So in that regard, they have got players to deal with a sort of injury crisis or a suspension crisis that they're going through right now. This was always a weird game for Atleti because they've got so much less to play for in the league than us. But we were saying it, you also don't want to give up a blow in this trilogy because that's psychologically damaging. So credit Atleti, they rotated, but they gave a real fight. And I suppose they'll be encouraged by saying, if we did that well with almost our second team and with 10 men against Barca, and we fought that well, we've got all our team back, we'll be just fine. I'm not so sure that's exactly how things are going to play out. Barca, of course, themselves will want to bring a few players in. Let's see the state of Bernal, of course, who we see there.
Oh, yes, by the way, Bernal Araujo, concerned.
Yeah, we'll see the state of those. Koundé now with a good, more than half an hour under his belt. It should be good to start now on Wednesday. That's a big positive for Barca. So let's see how Flick lines up the rest of his team. He's got Ferran Lewandowski, didn't start today. Surely he goes for number 9, you'd imagine, on Wednesday night. Yeah,
probably counting on Eric to start as defensive midfielder as well.
I think so. So I think things are going to change in both teams. I'll understand the Atleti optimism if they're saying how well we did with a second team and with 10 men for half the game. For Barca, like I said, we have to try and block out a lot of the outside noise, focus on ourselves and everything we've been doing good. I think these 2 legs are going to be incredibly tight. I don't think we're going to run away with it. I don't think they're going to run away with it. I really don't. I think there's a good chance we're still within 1 goal after just the first leg. So in that regard, I think it's all going to be to play for in the second leg at this stadium, the Estadio Metropolitano. This is where our fate's going to be decided in Europe.
Well, we're seeing that Lewandowski goal once again. It goes off of his shoulder. He motions with his shoulder. By the way, 12th goal for Lewandowski in La Liga. He is Barca's second top scorer in the competition, along with Ferran Torres. Top scorers, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha has 11 there. And Dani Olmo climbed up in the assists rankings there.
Ooh.
With 7
Very
assists,
good.
7 for Pedri, 8 for Fermin, and 9 for Lamine Yamal. So
what you would say, Robert, is the numbers have been good this season as well, by the way, haven't they? Very good. Like from a lot of players, scorers, assists. You know, it's been quite shared around. With Rashford's addition this season too, we've got another name we didn't have last year.
Yeah,
I think in terms of another player who's contributing, I think 20 plus goals and assists he's got now. Very impressive.
Yeah, very, very impressive. I mean, I'm just looking at Barca's numbers here on the standings. Obviously, we have the reduced version on our screen here. If I can find it here right now, Barca with here we are, 80 goals in La Liga, 29 conceded. By the way, I hate to say it, but 24 points to play for, 76-1, still 100-point league is still in play.
It is, of course. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. We noticed that, didn't we, last week? And it's still to play for Barca. You wouldn't imagine that we'd get that, but hey, it's still up for grabs. What you would say is we put ourselves in such a commanding position in the league. We really have. Players are contributing from all over the pitch, but the way the league standings are looking is perfect for us. I think it allows us to put a real pin in the league and put a lot of focus now into these Champions League games. If we lost a few points today, because this week could have gone a completely different way. You know, Madrid could have easily beaten Mallorca. We could have easily dropped points there. One of the hardest places to come, if not the hardest place to come in the league. And Atleti, by the way, who before this game, if you think our home record's good, theirs is second good too. It's very good. 13 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss in 15 games. Before this, that's just their second home loss here. They lost to Betis previously after they battered them 5-0 in the Cup. So this is a team who don't lose a lot of football games here. No. The win here tonight is huge. It changes the complexion of the season. Puts us in an excellent position.
Let's take a... Oh, by the way, the Cuba Gerard Martin run continues.
Oh, yeah, that's another one good, yeah.
Continues. So that's good. Let's take a look at Barca's social media here. Let's take a look at what's been published on Barca's social media channels with the What a Win tweet. Guys, can we show social media? Xarxes socials. Xarxes a total, sisplau. There we go. The What a Win here for with the 1-2 result and that Robert Lewandowski celebration. The Robert for the win, and it is not me, it is Robert Lewandowski. Great picture.
Oh, you got the win. You got the win as well, Robert.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But give some credit to this man, Joao.
This is the guy for me tonight, Robert. Yeah. I mean, I've been waxing lyrical about him, but I really mean this because you have to think about the context here. This is a Cancelo who I think even maybe when he was here 2 years ago, people were saying he's coming towards the end of his career. Though that was a topic, that was a discourse. Yeah. He goes away. He's actually at Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. They actually deregister him because they have a foreign players limit in Saudi Arabia because he has an injury. So they deregister him. So he's barely playing any football. We signed him in January. You said it. It takes a bit of time to warm up. Boy, does he warm up. It's been unbelievable. He's been unbelievable.
And I've got one more, please. One more here. My Saturday was great. Thanks for asking. It was
a nice in the middle of Semana Santa as well.
Yeah, exactly. Middle of Easter. I mean, had fun today. I have a feeling that there's special things to come here with more Atleti Barça or Barça Atleti games. Really looking forward to the midweek game on Wednesday. As Mar Bravo said, on Tuesday we have the preview, 15 minutes of training, the press conferences. Our members ask the questions to whoever the player is that's going to be speaking to the media. So a lot to look forward to on Tuesday. And, of course, that match on Wednesday at the Spotify Camp Nou, where we are unbeaten at the moment and we want to keep it that way.
Yeah, we certainly do. That's what's positive about having the home leg first, isn't it? You hope that Barca, with how strong we've been at home this season, do take in a decent lead. I personally think it's going to be very difficult to take in anything almost more than a 1 or 2 goal lead. I just think with how good the games have been between these two teams this season, I know you've almost got the outliers of them winning 4-0, us winning 3-0, but I really do think that these games have been great watches. I think it's going to be tight. I don't know how you see it, Robert, that first leg, the one at being home, and then even going into that second one. I think we're going to suffer. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to have fun at times. We're going to be almost unable to watch. We're going to be hiding behind the desk. Barca Live family, prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves for one of the most mental nights of the season, and probably 2 nights of the season.
There is a blueprint of how to beat them when we're at Spotify Camp Nou. Let's take a look at the last time that we faced Atletico Madrid at Spotify Camp Nou. Or maybe not, because we might be listening. Hang on, because we might be listening. No? Okay. We can go to whichever of the highlights, La Liga or Copa. Angels, you tell me. Liga, let's take a look at La Liga. Okay, 3-1 back in December in La Liga.
And a comeback, one of those 10 comebacks.
Exactly, one of the 10 comebacks. Let's show it. It was one of the first games back at Spotify Camp Nou, that one. And Atleti took an early lead, 18th minute. It was Baena who scored in a game in which Barca had to come back, but managed to score 3. With a quick reaction
this is going to make us sad.
Yeah.
Because look who scores. Someone who's not going to be there on Wednesday night. Rafinha, how big would have he been?
And another quick reaction in that game, by the way.
Yes. Reaction was good. Baena scored, ruled out for offside. It was eventually given. Rafinha immediately. Almost looks strange to see the Spotify Camp Nou without the 1C license.
Exactly.
Without the goal in there, doesn't it? Joan Garcia, by the way, again, coming up big there. Brilliant goalkeeping to deny. Is that Baena again? Yeah, trying to get through. But Barca were good in this game, I actually thought. I think we were in a tricky period of the season, a very different Barca at this stage, and I thought we were good. Reminder, Lewandowski misses a penalty in this game. You know, Lamine fouled there, or Olmo, sorry, fouled there in the box, upsets Levy, and he blazes it over, quite far over. Not a good penalty at all.
It's easy to forget, because this was a few months ago now. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that circumstance. I remember what happened in the second half. Brilliant saves there by Jan Oblak, who we'll see if he returns to action in the Champions League. I remember the unfortunate injury of Dani Olmo in the second half off of the goal here, Rafinha, who will be absent on Wednesday, sadly. Trying to get it done for Barca, then trying to set it up for Robert Lewandowski. Barca had to really grind their teeth in this one, but ultimately got the good result.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we have to do against Atleti. This is the goal, by the way, I think. This is where, a little flick from Levy up through to Olmo. Gets himself injured, actually, until the new year with this move here. Came back and then scored that late cracker against Espanyol, didn't he? But this was the finish him on his left foot. Turns out to be a vital goal in our season, by the way, and in the league season. And I said it, this was a different Barca at this stage. We're in better form now than we were then. That felt like a really big win at the time, I remember. And we deserved it too. We did deserve it. At home, though, Robert, what we would say is against Atleti this season, 2 games, 6 goals scored, only 1 conceded. We have to use that on Wednesday night. We have to camp them in, push them in, because I feel they're such a different team at home compared to away from home. I really do.
I'll take the 3 goals, most definitely. I'll take the 3 goals. Barca had to wait until the very last minute for the Ferran goal in that one. Came in the 95th minute. We'll take a look also at the Copa del Rey action, the ultimately failed comeback, but amazing display by the team, both in terms of football, energy, willingness to deliver in front of the Spotify Camp Nou, and it was, despite not completing the comeback, a night to remember.
This was... I still have fond memories of this night, even though it was really sad, and it was a tough one to take. It really was, but I'll tell you what, you could just feel it, Robert, before, like, when the second this got started, it was going to be one of those nights, and I love that about it. Goal from, this was the Bernal, I remember.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, we've got Spotify Camp Nou Bernal.
Yeah.
Well, or do we? We haven't got any updates yet.
We don't know about Bernal, of course, but he was brilliant in this game, popping up in a striker's role remarkably, and finishing this one off from Lamine, who was excellent on that evening too. And when we got a penalty here and scored, I thought, Robert, this is going to be one of those crazy, crazy nights. Pubil fouling Pedri, Rafinha stepping up, called as you like, 2-0, game on. We thought the impossible was going to be possible. But Atleti in this game again, they came here, different circumstances, but they sat in, barely produced anything. Boy, did we have chances, my goodness.
And Musa was excellent in that second half.
He was.
He came up with some big saves for Atletico de Madrid. This is the Mar Bernal goal, which made us believe with 20 minutes remaining that the comeback was going to be possible. Ultimately, it wasn't. But Barca, in how many halves is it now against Atletico de Madrid this season? So 2 halves today, which were fairly equal. The 2 halves in that game, they were better. I'd say the 2 halves at the Spotify Camp Nou in LaLiga, they were better. And the second half in the 4-0, Barca was actually better, albeit 4-0 down. So Atletico de Madrid, of all these games, have won 1 half.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing that point, and it's true. I think we've been the superior team. I think I give credit to Atleti. They're looking offensively more dangerous, I think, at times than I'm usually expecting them to be. We know defensively they're strong, but when they go forward, Lookman, Juliano, the fact they've got Sorra off the bench, they're a very, very dangerous team.
Right, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how dangerous they are on Wednesday. We're going to leave it here, cool ears, with Hansi Flick's press conference, and we'll be back on Tuesday with the Champions League preview. Be sure to be there. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys. Visca el Barça.
Mireia, Catalunya Ràdio, per aquí, endavant.
Bona nit, Mireia Ruiz en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Li preguntarem a Flick sobre què és el més positiu que s'extreu després d'aquesta victòria en extremis avui al Metropolitano. What is the most positive thing you take from today's match, seeing what's coming? Thank you.
Yeah, we played against a team with a red card, one player less. They defend really good, but also we control the game. This was I like what I saw there. We try everything to score the second goal. At the end, for me, important is that we won today 3 points. It's not easy to play here. It's not easy because the atmosphere, the emotions are very high here. It's not easy for the team, for everyone. So at the end, I'm really happy with these 3 points.
Hola, Hansi. Marta Ramon en directe a RAC1. Li preguntarem a Hansi Flick per la importància que té aquesta victòria per la Lliga. How important is this win for La Liga? I know it's a long way, but how does it feel today to see Real Madrid 7 points behind? What's the meaning?
You know that we never look to other teams. So I think at the end you have to make your job. And today we make our job. We have 3 points. It's good. I think we also can make some situations better, much better. But at the end, we also Ronald was out, and then Bernie had problems in the halftime. He said, okay, he wants to try it. Had problems with the ankle, and hopefully it's not so big injury or not so bad. We'll see. But at the end, it's like that. We have to make our job, and for me, we need this hunger. Normally, we have to win the games. It's important. So because every game it's different, and every game it's not easy to play or to win. But at the end, when we are focused, we have a lot of quality in our team, and this is what I want to see from them.
Hola, Hansi, Santi Valle, para el carrusel deportivo de la cadena SER y para el que te jugas Barça de SER Catalunya. Vamos a preguntar por el gesto de Lamine. We saw Lamine Yamal after the game really disappointed, really annoyed. I don't know why. He was pointing to the stands, to the crowd, and he talked with you. I don't know if you know what happened with Lamine and why he was so annoyed at the end of the game.
No, I don't know exactly what is, but at the end, how I said before, a lot of emotion in the game, and Lamine try everything to score the second goal. This is perfect. This is great, and of course, not everything was perfect, but he tried everything. When he get the ball, he's always available, and this is a good situation. And for me, it's like that. So we have 3 days to prepare for the next match. It's very important, the Champions League, and he will be in a better mood than after the game.
Buenas noches, Mr. Alfredo Martínez para Radio Esta de Noche, Onda Cero. ¿Entendió usted las decisiones del VAR, la tarjeta roja a Nico González y la no roja a Gerard Martín? Did you understand the VAR decisions, red card for Nico González and not for Gerard Martín?
I can only say because I saw it from my side. I saw at the moment I saw not the situation. For me was he want to clear the ball. So this is what I saw, and for me, the first, what I think it was no foul. So, but at the end, I think he hit him. It's a decision, and the VAR, he interact, and this is for us was of course was great, and I think also it was not a red card.
Hola, Hans Helena Condis, Cadena COPE. Has Robert Lewandowski scored a goal that is worth for a league title and maybe for his contract renewal?
Wow. This is a little bit too looking too far from now. So for me, it's we all know this situation, and I'm happy with Robert. I'm happy with Robert. I'm happy with my players, and we have eight games to play. And for me, it's nothing done. So we have to stay focused. We have to stay always ready to fight. And this is the job of us from the player and from the staff. And this is what we want to do. We want to do our job till it's done, and then we see what happens.
Hello, Hansi, Tony Fabra, El Desmarque. Were you surprised by the result of Real Madrid today in Mallorca? Did you see the match today in the hotel?
No, I don't take care about that. You know, this is also from last season. You know that normally. I don't care about other teams. I only focus on my team, because this is the important thing, and we all know that it's not easy. After the international break, the players were with the national teams away, and it's not easy, the first game. So was not for us, not for Atletico, not for Real Madrid. It's like that, but it's our business, and we have to manage it.
Ivan, here.
Ivan San Antonio, Diario Sport. Did you go to the locker room? How did you find, if you were there, your players? And the most important, it was a little party or a big party?
No, they were happy. I think everyone knows that was big points today. This match day was for us very important. But everyone knows now it's not done. And of course on Wednesday is the next game, very important game for us. And we play against Atletico, a fantastic team. You also saw it today. So no, it's not. Maybe we are happy, but we don't celebrate a lot.
Now, Elizabeth from BBC.
Hi, Hansi. Hello. Elizabeth Comoy from BBC Sport. I want to ask you about Marcus Rashford. He scored a vital goal in a moment where his long-term future at Barcelona is still unknown. How important is he for the team, and how much would you like to see him stay long-term at Barcelona?
No, this is the same. Like we have to focus first on this season. Okay, and everything what happens then, we will see. But what I say also the same to Robert. I'm happy with Marcus, and today he showed his quality in a 1-against-1 situation in attacking the opponent. He's really good. So and I'm very happy that he scored the goal, important goal in the first half. That we come back and yeah, now he can show and he has to show his quality.
Two last questions.
Hi Hansi, Matt Cannon with DAZN. I wanted to ask you, what was your message during the half-time break? Yeah, obviously the winning goal came late. What was your message to the team? You had to be patient, and also with such a feisty game, with the tempers flaring, how do you keep the heads cool so things don't get too crazy, too out of control? Thank you.
No, this is important. Was that we show how we want to defend, but also how we want to attack. And I think it's important in this situation. You have to have a good rest defending, and I think they did it really good. Gerard and Pau, they make a fantastic job in the defense, and this was great. And could come and play. This is so important from one side to the other side. Find the right space in the right moment. This is the job, and it's also the quality we have. And yeah, and was great that we scored the second goal.
Good night, Mr. Flick. Firstly, congratulations for the victory. Eugenio Mateo from Doses Futbolera. With the Young out for the next match on Wednesday against Atletico in Camp Nou, how significant might Marc Bernal's possible injury for your plans ahead of next Wednesday?
We know that it's Champions League, and Champions League is totally different. I think every player has 5-10% more to give, and this is not only with my teams, also with the other teams who are playing then in the quarterfinal, because everyone wants to be in the semi-final. And for me, we have 3 days more, how I said before, to prepare, to rest a little bit, and then focus on this important game, home game for us. And yeah, I'm looking forward for that, because these are the games why we are doing this job.
Molt bé, concluïm. Moltes gràcies. Thank you so much. Bona nit.